All right, hello wrestling fans. We are live. You guys ready for Monday Night Rollins? The Beast Slayer's back.
Ooh, Beast Slayer is back.
They're showing it right now.
Yeah, he beat Brock Lesnar last night.
Fair and square, 1, 2, 3, right in the center of the ring.
Yep, no cheating, nobody interfered, nothing. It was really good.
And we've got a few matches tonight. We got Andrade versus Rey Mysterio, a 2 out of 3 fall match. We got Miz versus Dolph Ziggler. We got Bliss and Cross for the tag team titles against the Kabuki Warriors. Kabuki Warriors.
McIntyre versus Cedric Alexander.
Cedric Alexander the Great. We've got, what else do I have to say? I didn't get any chance to prep. Real time here.
Something about Stone Cold.
Yeah, Stone Cold's going to be there via Skype. He's going to chime in about Rollins.
And his win.
It should be a pretty exciting night. What's next for Becky Lynch? She won last night. She is the new something of Toronto. The new... I took some notes.
Self-proclaimed
Hero of Canada. Sorry guys, I'm not exactly prepared tonight, but I am trying. Oh, I took some notes earlier and then everything got busy and basically didn't get live until it's time to be live. And welcome to Monday Night Rollins. Or Raw. Beast Slayer. Here he comes. The first one out.
Wow, already, huh? That's crazy.
Burn it down.
Well, we already got Riley in the chat.
There's Luke. You excited for Raw?
Universal
Go
Championship
for now, I'll
just
second it.
looks so good over the shoulder
Woo!
of Seth Rollins.
I think that's what that means.
It does. It means that.
We're all excited here. So what's next? They're not going to push Brock anymore, I don't think, on Rollins. So who's the next heel that's going to go up against babyface Rollins? I was hoping it would be McIntyre, but it looks like they're pushing Cedric and McIntyre for a while. So who's going to be the next heel? They're not going to do Baron Corbin again.
I agree, Luke. I hope it doesn't suck either, because sometimes after the pay-per-views, they kind of have like a lull night.
Yeah, the Canadian crowd will be into it. They'll start chanting everything. Woo! Are you happy about Rollins being the champ?
I know, I'm
He's
not.
just staring at his belt. It just is. I think Brock's going to SmackDown. I mean, I don't see why else they'd have Rollins win unless they have a plan for everything.
Right? Yeah, he's over there. He's over there crying over his belt.
Bird going a little crazy.
A slug, yeah.
Hey, Tom. He knows what's in store for Becky.
He seems to know a lot.
It's either going to be Sasha Banks or the blonde bombshell again. The lady. Are they still saying burn it down? Here comes a long promo.
Everybody ready for it?
Look, I gotta be honest with you guys, because I don't really know any other way to do it, but last night...
Seth Rollins, Monday Night Raw. The Beast Slayer.
Last night, I didn't know that I had what it took to beat Brock Lesnar.
No idea.
Look, the last few weeks have been the toughest stretch of my entire career. I walked down to this ring not at 100%, not as confident as I should be, and I stared Brock Lesnar right in the eyes.
So,
he took
Look,
the
I'm
Beast
gonna
to
tell
the
you something
limit.
about
yeah,
Brock
but before
Lesnar,
he
guys.
said that,
In
he
this
was
ring,
like,
Hey, Joey.
he is
Good to see ya.
everything he's touted to be and more. He is
Am I married?
a freaking beast.
We just live in sin.
So he said that he wasn't prepared or anything and everything, but he didn't know he was going to be able to do it. But
He predicted.
he predicted he was going to win. He predicted it after he got
What did they say?
beat the hell.
Beast Slayer.
He is
Beast
the
Slayer.
Beast Slayer.
Monday Night Rollins.
Wow.
The Beast Slayer.
He must really
And when I
hate
emptied the
Brock.
tank out here
A lot of
and I
people
didn't
hate
have
Brock.
anything left, something happened. You guys came alive. You came alive. And in that moment,
thank
you
you.
took me to a place I have never been in my entire
We argue the whole
career.
time, so it's great.
You took me to a place that I couldn't go on my own. You took me to a place that only we could go together.
Monday Night Raw after a big
And in
pay-per-view.
that moment, I
Makes
knew
me wanna puke
I
already.
had what it took to slay.
I just want to see
Otis.
who's the next opponent is.
Well, they have to have him talk a
Big
lot.
B Rollins.
That
Starting
I'm
my own chat,
Seth
nobody can hear me.
freaking Rollins.
I'm not sure that he should
That
be
is
calling
why I'm
himself
standing
freaking
here.
Rollins anymore.
He's a Beast Slayer
Universal
now.
champion.
Universal Champion. I had some graphics I was going to throw up for that stuff. See how this looks.
Here comes another champion.
Here comes AJ. This would be nice. I want to see this.
AJ Styles, they're all tag team
The OC.
Anderson, Gallows.
Anderson, Gallo.
Styles.
Some AJ
Styles.
Styles. They interrupt his staff and their meanness.
Good brothers.
Right, Joey? I agree. I'm tired of Rollins being in the top. I don't like him. I just don't like Rollins.
Look,
Confidence of
I have all
AJ
these guys to
Styles
spell
bringing
talk here. I
that
can do
next
some real cool
level.
stuff with it. Oh, now I can't because there's too many. I'll just do it for Mac.
Cowboy, the call
So,
himself.
what's Luke saying? He's not sure what sex for Seth?
They become a very
Really,
dominant force here
I
on
into the
Monday
Roman
Night
drama.
Raw.
Oh, okay. Or do we might get stupid if it's Bray into the title picture? Which would be too soon. I agree.
Way
Luke.
too soon for
Yeah.
Bray. I don't want to see him anywhere near
I
it.
almost don't even like, we talked about last night during the pay-per-view, we almost don't even want to see him get a title.
Not for a while.
Like, I mean, like, we just want him to be the
He's good
Fiend
enough
and,
without it.
Hold on, Seth.
It's still a top guy. I don't want to see him
Believe it or
lose.
not, the OC would like to be the first to congratulate you.
I do have to say that AJ does have nice hair. I mean, whoever his hairstylist is spot on with his hair. It's like flowing locks of prettiness that he has
But
going on
here's where it
there.
gets tricky, Seth.
The Zohan did it.
You see, you don't have to worry
No,
about
that's
Brock
the
Lesnar
Zohan.
anymore. But you do have to worry about the man standing in front of
There
you.
we go. AJ Styles.
Well,
So AJ's calling out.
You see,
Monday Night
ever
Raw.
since I came to my senses, I've got a lot to prove.
Nice.
Are they going to
Luke.
wrestle tonight?
So tonight, I want to challenge you.
Here it is.
Because I want to prove that I am much, much, much of a better champion than you.
Champion versus champion.
I don't know. AJ's better than Seth. Seth's better than AJ. I think they're both
You know,
stupid.
AJ, I've always had a ton of respect for you, man.
AJ's just littler, but he's the shiznit. Yes.
Turn on
Listen
some
to
old school
him.
Daniel Bryan
Oh, I
there.
hear him. I used to have a ton of respect for you, but not anymore.
No respect.
Look,
Has
it
Seth
doesn't
lost
matter
all
how
respect?
beaten up I am.
I
don't
think
back
it's
down
because
from a fight.
AJ's all mean and bad
So later
now.
on tonight,
Right.
I'll gladly teach you a lesson in respect. Challenge accepted.
There we go. We got a main event.
Oh.
Monday Night Raw. AJ Styles.
So now Seth
Rollins.
thinks that he can just beat anybody because he gets to beat scared. So now he can just beat anybody.
AJ's trying to get him to shake his hand.
For Seth Rollins to accept this challenge.
Seth's not
as beaten
extending
up
his
as he
hands.
is.
Ooh. the one that doesn't have any respect. That would be sad. He said he didn't. But that's not very cool as a man.
Look, he's letting Anderson and Gallows outside.
Right, his cronies.
Now it's just one-on-one. AJ's extending his hand. The olive branch is accepted, or extended. Is it accepted? There it is.
Okay, now pretend to be
Handshakes.
weird. Oh!
It's happening later tonight. It's got to be the main event.
Maybe not.
Maybe.
Uh-oh. Now what's happening? They're mocking us. Look at him. He's scared.
You
Better be scared.
You better be scared. I'm coming. Oh, jeez.
AJ Styles. He's such a fan favorite.
He is.
They're going to end up booing Rollins by the end of the night.
You think?
The Canadian. Oh, I guarantee.
It's gonna be another I hate you, you're a champion, and you're a stupid champion.
AJ Styles.
AJ Jubel.
Gotta be a way on Seth's mind.
Right? Rollins was a heel at some point, but you know, I guess when you become all, I'm so perfect, and I'm the face, and I'm such a goody goody boy that he forgets his past.
He's the Beast Slayer.
You know what?
That's I'm looking forward to that one. The Kabuki Warrior, Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross tonight.
Tonight.
The Miz and Dolph
Yep.
tonight.
We knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, I do. We also got Stone Cold Steve Austin tonight via Skype.
Right? So Luke said he
There they are.
pre-ordered one of those Bray Wyatt headlamps for Halloween.
Oh.
That's freaking
Maybe I-
awesome.
Probably should
Versus
give me one.
AJ
Ooh,
Styles.
ooh, I love these guys.
Universal Champion.
4.
The Street
Versus the United
Profits.
States
Oh, they are so fun.
Dawkins tonight, Monday Night Raw is getting all of the smoke. All of the smoke.
I don't think that's
Dawkins, come on, man.
Dawkins
Talking
is
about
a-
the
Dawkins is in love with
Beast.
Nikki Cross.
It's SummerSlam.
he is. He is in
Yeah,
love with
no,
her.
Seth's awesome. But it's just the SummerSlam after party went a little late. Boy, a little dehydrated, fam.
They're
Can we
hungover.
get
They
Dawkins
partied a little too
Well,
hard.
Ford's
Can I
not
get some
hungover.
electrolytes?
Can we get some electrolytes? Ah, Sami Zayn.
Ah,
Hey, you want a little friendly piece of advice?
no.
Look, I get it. You're new here. You're having fun. Everything's shiny and bright. Just enjoy it while you can, because I get it when you're new.
Sami
everything's so
Zayn
exciting,
talking to
but
the
trust
Street
me,
Profits.
The longer you are here, this place will suck your soul. Those
Wow.
parasites in the crowd.
Very negative,
will
isn't
suck
he?
your soul right out of you.
He's calling us all parasites.
All the fans are parasites, sucking the souls out of the
Hey, you was talking about
wrestlers.
Seth Rollins
Ew,
earlier?
I don't wanna
Look
talk
at Seth
about their
Rollins,
souls.
perfect example. He came in here as the architect of the Shield. He was raw, he was gritty. And now look at him, he's become a pandering fool. Burn it down, burn it down. It's pathetic.
Next.
Look at them.
Even Becky Lynch.
They're gonna
I
get
love
beat up
Becky
by
Lynch.
Dawkins and Ford.
When she became the man, it was real. It was straight fire.
I don't think they
for
like
real.
Sami
And now
Zayn
it's
is
just so
venting about how bad the
manufactured.
fans are and how horrible
That doesn't
WWE
happen
is.
for everybody, does
It
it?
happens to everybody.
Even for someone like Samoa Joe?
Samoa Joe? Are you kidding?
He's right behind
Guys,
him.
Samoa Joe's gonna whoop his ass.
Samoa Joe. Okay, he came here 3 years ago like King Kong, who was beating
Sammy
everybody
doesn't know
in
that
sight.
Samoa Joe is
Ford's
behind
Did you
him.
hear him?
Joe's standing right behind him.
They're egging Sami Zayn on.
Oh shit.
Joe! Joe, you just stuck up on me.
Joe, oh, you snuck up on me.
Listen, shh, no. We don't backpedal now. It seems you have a lot to get off your chest. And since I'm such a big softy, I just want to give you an opportunity to get it off your chest. Out there in that ring. Right now.
Oh, here it is.
Hey, listen.
We'll probably get a commercial break
Maybe you'll
first.
go out there and show your fellow countrymen that maybe you're something more than Kevin Owens' water boy.
Oh! Ooh, pushed him.
Samoa
Aw.
Joe just shoved him into a
Easy.
straight.
Oh, he's crying.
Easy,
he's
easy.
crying.
Easy.
Sami Zayn?
I'm not sure if Joe.
That's up
because-
next.
I don't know if I would consider Joe a
He's done.
face, Joey.
He is now. They're turning him
Are they
face.
turning him nice?
They're going face with him.
Which is kind of funny because he's all mean. So
Well, yeah, he's
So
as
he's
face as he's
borderlining
gonna
it.
be. It's like when Randy Orton goes face.
right.
They don't go all the way face.
That's true. He's still kind of a dick.
That's what I
sometimes.
like about Joe. That's what I like. Well, Kevin Owens is usually just a heel, but he is a face right now. But that's what I like about. Who am I trying to think of? Orton. He's always either if a good guy or a bad guy, he'll still kick the same people's ass.
Right.
If he's a bad guy, he'll beat up a bad guy. If he's a good guy, he'll beat up a good. Like he's just neutral. I've always considered him a neutral wrestler. That's what I like about Orton. Speaking of Orton, that's more tomorrow night
Or
stuff.
SmackDown.
But
mhm.
oh my god, are you serious? A draw?
Yeah, that
A draw last night. The
that made
Canadian crowd. I
everybody
thought they were
puke.
gonna riot.
they're gonna riot in the stands.
They're too nice to riot, but if they were like in LA or something, they might.
I mean, if
have
they
rioted.
would have rioted, it probably would have been throwing some stuff, and they would have apologized and picked up their litter. That's how Canadians are. They're just so nice
Super
and
nice people.
so crazy. But yeah,
I want to see Orton and Kofi wrestle in St. Louis.
ooh,
That's where he's from.
right.
His dad would be there. Maybe they'll do some sort of a family line. Anyways, we should probably get back to Raw. Tomorrow night,
Yes.
SmackDown.
Tonight's
we'll be talking
Raw.
about that stuff.
Yeah,
But tonight,
don't be
anyways,
doing it.
we've got Samoa Joe.
They're not interlinked in any way.
Samoa Joe's next versus Sami Zayn. Those Street Profits, man, they are awesome.
Yeah, they're funny. They're hilarious.
Absolutely awesome.
I think it's great that they bring them on all the time. And I know they're from NXT. Should we not talk about them, even though they're on
It's
Raw
fine.
right now?
They're there. I love it. I thought they were going to be pulled up to the main roster, so I picked them to lose.
I know,
That
that's
takeover?
it. But I was like, yeah, I think they're too fun. I don't think they'll get rid of them quite yet.
I thought for sure. What's up? What's up?
Oh, let's see what we've got. Oh, Joey's just making a comment about poor Sammy's the next Kurt Hawkins.
Oh my gosh, right? I think he's too good on the microphone to be Kurt Hawkins, but he's definitely going to be a stepping stone for a lot of guys. And I don't understand it. He was a pretty good NXT champion,
Right?
and he's so good on the microphone that you think he would be at least above a mid-tier guy, but they literally have him stuck in the middle.
True, very true.
And when he was injured, they could have easily brought him back as a main role,
But they
he
didn't.
came back right around the same time as Owens.
Of
And
course.
that's where the comment Waterboy.
Yes, Yeah, because he's just kind of like a sidekick at this point.
Monday Night Raw is Sami Zayn. Doesn't work.
No. No, that's kind of a frou-frou name, isn't it?
Well, can you even go with Sammy?
I don't know, that sounds
Sam.
frou-frou too.
Sam Zayn is Monday Night
You'd have
Raw.
to just go by Zane. Maybe that
Maybe.
would work.
Zayn is Monday Night Raw. Is that on, or is that-
It's just something
King
about
of the Ring returns live next Monday.
on Raw.
Woo! That'll be fun.
Yeah, that will be fun.
So, Renee looks good tonight.
Yes, she was wearing a
Got
nice
some
jacket and she was wearing some leopard print.
White jacket. She looking like Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Right?
Now this Roman Reigns was heading to our backstage set for an interview.
And then let's see. Oh, Joey's asking about the Fiend entrance. He's saying the Fiend entrance was epic.
Awesome.
Right, Joey? Oh, it was
Oh my God.
it gave us chills. We were watching it.
Bray's
I mean,
my absolute pinnacle favorite wrestler right now. And so to see him come out and then get the pop and then to see him dominate Finn Balor, the human Balor, it wasn't the demon. I wonder if they're going to build that up because that would be epic. I don't think they can do it at WrestleMania. It's too far out.
right?
But maybe they could. I guess Finn Balor wants some time off. He's requested some time off. I don't know if they granted it to him. But if that's the case, when he comes back, it'll be closer to Mania.
So then we could maybe see the demon come
Demon
back.
against the Fiend.
Yeah.
I hope they do it right. They just gotta do it right.
So Luke's saying something about the issue is Triple H runs NXT and believes giving everyone a chance, but Vince is still old school. He gives chances to family legacies and people who look like wrestlers.
Yeah, that's what they look like.
It's true.
That's
It's very
when
true.
JBL was a big announcer, he always talked about that's what they look like. That's where you got like Jinder Mahal, But,
Right.
You know, I think Drew McIntyre would be a good champion.
Right.
Myself, I like Drew McIntyre, and he's what they look like. That goes along with that line.
Right. No, it's true. He does have a type. Like, if you could say that Vince has a type, he has a type with women wrestlers and he has a type with guy wrestlers.
Yeah.
Specific types.
Yeah.
Like, he likes his girl wrestlers to be all petite and blonde, and he loves those little girls. It is so creepy.
He likes his blondes. With the
And small ones. Like, they're not very tall. They're usually, I mean, Charlotte Flair, because she is
She's
a
a legacy.
generational,
That's
she's a
what he was
legacy,
talking about, the
you know,
legacy.
and stuff like that. But in all reality, the other, you know, some of the other ones aren't. So
Right.
it's just kind of funny how.
Well, this generation of women that are wrestling right now came up from NXT, most of them, and they're all legit wrestlers. And then you've also got the ones that are not
Right,
the legit wrestlers, which would be like Lana.
right.
And he wanted to push Lana. But everybody keeps holding him back. Lana would be a champion right now if it was up to this. I honestly believe that.
True. Very true. Yeah.
So now he's got Mandy Rose who he can push,
Yeah.
but he's not. So I don't know what's going on there. Here comes Sami Zayn
He comes out like
in
he's
Canada.
like drunk or drunk. One or the other.
He's just what is that called? Ska or something? What is this kind of music with the trumpets?
I don't think it's a ska tune.
Maybe it's something. I don't know.
You need to listen to some ska so you know what it is.
It's like what's it?
Ska's like.
No, they have dance and
No,
trumpets. And
That's not.
that's called ska. It's skater music. What's that called? Like not Green Day, but the other group. Pulled out my mushroom
Sublime?
tip. Sublime. That's ska. I don't know what kind of music it is.
So the match started real quick.
Sammy's got the upper hand. I wonder if it'll last more than 10 seconds.
Maybe, I don't know.
The coquina clutch.
I'm pretty
in our
sure they're
future.
going to be like, okay, here you go, Sammy. We'll give you a little chance, and then, you know.
How long before he puts in the coquina clutch?
Anybody? Who's taking bets? Who's taking times?
It's over. He's got him in it already.
Uh-oh.
It's already locked in.
Oh, Sammy's done. It took like, you
It's
know.
over.
like-
It's already over.
It's already
He raised his eyes on the ropes and fell on the ground. Samoa jumped over him, he knocked him down, choked him out, it's over.
Put him in his,
Oh my gosh.
in his move.
That's dumb. They need to at least build Sammy up as a mid-card. Okay, remember when you said something about Hawkins?
There you go. That happens.
Wow.
To make myself very clear.
Ooh, he's going to make himself clear.
Though I may forgive Roman Reigns for pointing the finger at me for all our so-called freak accidents backstage.
Joe's got the
That
mic.
forgiveness is extended to none of you.
Joe is still
Joey
heel.
loves Joe.
My
Joey
forgiveness
loves Joe.
is extended to none of you who helped propagate the lie, who thought that I was capable
Impact.
of doing such heinous atrocities. And for that, I will never forgive any of you people.
I guess he is not going face.
No, I would imagine.
He said he will
if
never forgive any of us.
Any of us people. So, Joey's saying he's the best speaker in WWE.
He does a pretty good job.
He does. It's not too bad.
He's definitely a top talker.
Yes, he is one of the top. So earlier Luke had said something about if Vince screws up with Bray, then we can officially say WWE is in trouble.
Yeah, you can't mess Bray up.
No.
You almost got to just let him go. Let Paul Heyman deal with him. Keep Vince
keep him in
completely
his
away
thing.
from it, and just let that happen.
Yeah. Joey came back and said Bray is going to the top with this gimmick. No way they mess it up. Just the look of him beats most wrestlers before he steps in the ring.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And the Funhouse stuff. With the
They
kids,
can play that.
Oh my god.
They can play on that for so long. I mean, anything and everything they can play on that.
We got The Miz up next. Is it the talk show or the match? It looks like he's coming out for the match.
I think it's the match. It looked like he was
So we
dressed
got
more
The
for a
Miz
match rather than a talk
And
show.
Dolph Ziggler next.
Ooh. Right. Who's going for who?
I don't know what they're doing with Dolph. Dolph is highly
Like he's like
entertaining.
right.
They just are just. He hasn't won a match yet, has he?
I don't know.
I don't think he's won a match in. Well, he won a few weeks ago. I think I've seen him beat somebody. I can't even remember who it was. About 3 or 4 weeks ago, he won a match. But he is usually on the losing end, and he's usually embarrassed.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that he's going to get embarrassed tonight.
Mm.
But he could pull this one out, and then they could build a feud here.
I don't know. I could see it because The Miz is really good at, playing the...
On Monday Night Raw.
Whether he's the, the guy that gets beat up or he might win one or something.
It's
here
weird
and there.
seeing Miz as a face, but they have to have top faces.
Right.
They can't just. Not everybody can be a heel, and it's hard for me because I really like the heels, but The Miz is such a good heel.
Right.
So it's kind of backwards right now. Like everything's backwards. Shane is the heel, and he's a better face. Backward. Oh, that's SmackDown talk.
Yeah.
I don't know why I want to keep talking about SmackDown. Not even okay, I'm a fan of SmackDown, but I'm not a huge fan of SmackDown. I'm starting to
They do
become
have
a big
some good-
fan of NXT.
Right.
NXT was fun. Saturday night,
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, but we're talking about
Luke
Raw
was
tonight.
sick.
Yeah, he was.
I missed you, Luke.
So, Joey said he wanted to ask, do you think Bray will start a stable this time?
Is that what they're going to do with the little blonde that quit the other day? What is her name? Liv Morgan? Is she going to come back as Sister Abigail? I hope so. Some of the pictures I've seen of her, they got her all dressed up in the clown outfits and stuff, but I don't know if that's just for photo shoots.
Right.
But that's about as far as I could see it going.
Right. Joey says that after he asked the question, he said he thinks that they should avoid it because the stable kind of makes him look weak. And I agree. I think that they should do exactly what Luke mentioned after that that's what went on with the Taker. Vince helped make him and then let him go off and do whatever he wanted.
Yep.
And then he became iconic and just, I mean, you could say Undertaker to most people and they'd be, oh, I know him.
Right.
And
Bray can do it.
Mhm.
First of all, he's a third generation wrestler.
Yes.
Blackjack Mulligan, Barry Windham, Kendall Windham,
Yes.
and then his dad was IRS, if you guys don't know that already. But his dad worked with $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase, but he was also in the NWA in the 80s.
Right.
And then that's where he met Barry Windham. He wrestled with him and then fell in love with Barry's sister. They had a kid, and that's where Bo Dallas and Bray Wyatt came from.
Yeah. So, the new day is on TV right now. They are literally, I think,
Swimming in M&Ms.
swimming in tricks.
Is that
I think it's tricks.
Are they doing a cereal commercial?
Is it cereal? I'm pretty sure it's cereal.
It's Skittles.
Skittles. They're in
It
the
is
rainbow.
Skittles.
They had Skittles in
New
bags,
day.
using them almost like ice packs on their injuries. They were taking a quote-unquote ice bath, but it was a Skittles bath. The Big E was in. That was
Last
pretty
night,
funny.
SummerSlam was the most
Social show on all of TV, beating the Teen Choice Awards on Fox, MLB, and ESPN, for Brother on CBS, and for The Walking Dead on AMC. By Nielsen Social Guide. Wow, that's pretty amazing.
SummerSlam was pretty exciting. Quiet on the set.
Quiet on the set. So they're saying that Miz, because he's became a face, has gone downhill, and he only works as a heel. And yeah, but Miz has been nice before.
It's her favorite wrestler.
And I like Miz because he's such a dork. I mean, he's a dork when he's a face, and he's a dork when he's a heel. It doesn't matter if he's a face or a heel.
He's the only. Him and Tori Wilson are the only two wrestlers I've ever met in real life.
It's true, he did. And you met him before he was a wrestler.
Yeah, I met him from the real world when he was in the Real World Las Vegas. Way back, like
Right?
2000 maybe.
Right? Let's see. Luke said the Miz is showing face and kind of a jobber because he has a show with his babies, but they made Miz a really carcass. And that's true, like they did. He has a family, he has a show, He's and he's a really good talker on the mic, and he can.
Yeah, he's got to have his talk show.
And so, and you know, and I think they have another baby on the way too. If I remember
she's
right.
pregnant.
Yeah, she's pregnant, having another baby. Joey asked a question for us actually. When did you start streaming WWE?
Like a week and a half ago.
Yeah, we just barely
We're
started
just getting our traction.
So if you have any,
anything that we need to improve, make sure you
please
tell us.
help, because we know we need to get a mixer.
We're gonna get a mixer and some
working on some
mics.
other things. So
We've got the lighting, but I think we need a little bit brighter lighting. But we're getting there. It'll just be a little bit at a time.
yeah. Yeah, Luke, his reality show, yeah, the Miz and Mrs. on USA that they have, yes. Oh, yeah. He definitely has this reality show. He's got a lot on his plate right
And
now.
he's got a very pretty wife. Oh,
Dolph is pretending he's all broken.
Dolph doesn't even have wrestling shorts on. He's coming out in his pants.
He has
And
a
he's-
blazer on. And he's like, oh, my gut hurts. He's like being a big old baby. Miz is not impressed.
Because he's awesome.
He is awesome.
I didn't know he had a blue shirt.
It says Toronto is awesome.
Yeah, Toronto's a great wrestling town. I want to go back in history like I always do. I'll wait till the next commercial, and then I'll talk about some Toronto history. Here he comes. He's going to talk.
Oh, we got Dolph talking. What's he gonna say?
Goldberg. Goldberg.
Come out and beat your butt again, buddy. You asked for it 3 times.
Chanting Goldberg. 3 times a fluke.
I hope you're happy, Miz, you coward.
He's the coward. He came out. How is he a coward?
Because he had Goldberg fight for
It
him.
is not his fault. He didn't read the fine print of the contract.
Against me at SummerSlam. So you sick Goldberg on me.
Dolph with his
All part of your
excuses.
master plan,
Always.
right, Miz? Because you're a genius.
Yes, he is a genius.
You
Pretty
forgot.
smart, he says.
He's got a fast hamster.
I got speared so many times yesterday.
Right? Totally agree, Joey.
I think he got like 4 spears.
He did.
3
Don't
after the
applaud
match.
that. I cannot medically compete tonight.
Oh, he's not medically clear.
He's not medically clear.
All goes out the window. Miz screwed Miz.
Oh
You don't
no.
get a match tonight. Your plan doesn't come through. I am not medically clear to compete, and all these bloodthirsty Canadians would love to see
The
this.
bloodthirsty Canadians.
She was a bloodthirsty Canadian.
Booing him with a down. Boo, she said.
Damn bad.
Dolph isn't going to wrestle.
Nope, he's not gonna wrestle. He's broken.
What? Oh, no!
Why?
He took
Why?
He
Why?
attacked Miz from behind.
He's been doing that a lot with people.
He missed with his kick. Oh, you just ripped his shirt
Oh,
off.
he ripped off his Toronto's awesome shirt. Ooh.
We got Dolph and Miz.
He's got Dolph in the corner.
Is it an official match yet?
I don't know if they even.
He hasn't rang a bell yet.
Ziggler and Miz, it appears we are going to have this match live on
Come on, referee. Start the match.
Right? Ring the commercial.
Commercial. We got an
Got a
exciting match
commercial.
Oh my gosh. So back in the day, I was watching, and the Canadian crowd is always so energetic.
Right.
And Hulk Hogan is a major heel at the time. Major heel. And you got The Rock, and he's a baby face, and the crowd just loves him, always responds to him. But anyways, Hogan comes out in his black and white, NWO, and The Rock's in his face. They're standing toe-to-toe, and Hogan's the biggest heel in the company at the time. And the crowd just starts chanting, Hogan, Hogan. And they almost just completely turned on The Rock. Just right there, that's what I love about Canada, is they don't forget. They just love their wrestling.
Right, yeah.
And then all of a sudden it was just like, and then both wrestlers are just looking out in the crowd. Both of them, they just stop doing what they're doing. I'm looking out and it's just Hogan, Hogan. And so, obviously, they had to go a different route with it. But that was the big build-up for that. It was like 2006 when The Rock and Hogan went at it. That's why I am endeared to the Canadian fans. And I was a little disappointed in them last night. SmackDown match, Bayley and Ember Moon.
Yes, I think Tom made a comment about that earlier about how the Bayley one, and I'm sorry we're talking about SmackDown, but of course it was on the pay-per-view. And,
we'll talk about Raw tomorrow.
But right.
Anything about that?
But anyways, but yeah, they totally didn't.
We got our Alexas in here talking.
They didn't have
They
any.
didn't cheer.
They were so quiet. It was creepy quiet.
Yeah.
Like we almost stopped talking because we're like, why is it so quiet? And we're like trying to like kind of get into the match and stuff like because it was a good match. It really wasn't that bad, but it was almost like they just hated it so much that they were completely disinterested. It was like I'm turning my back. I want my popcorn and my beer and I'm done. I don't want to have anything to do with what's going on down there. It was sad.
Fickle crowd.
Yeah, very fickle.
We want somebody else in the championship race. We don't want not Becky Lynch. What is it?
Bayley,
Alexa Bliss. Bayley's got to pick somebody else, so she picks Ember Moon. Everybody's excited. They wrestle. Crickets. Nobody wanted it. Everybody was like, why is this match on here?
Right? They complained, they got what they wanted, and then it wasn't what they wanted.
You get what you want, and they don't want it.
Joey mentioned something when we were talking about talk shows earlier about Miz because of the match. That he agrees that your stuff went up, so I can't see it. That they have to keep the Miz talk show, but do you not think they have too many pointless talk shows, like a moment of bliss, yawn? And you know what? Sometimes
you gotta have the ladies.
But I'm going to tell you this, Joey, and I'm sorry. Coming from a woman, I fucking hate it. I'm sorry, but I do. I cannot stand this goddamn women's movement that they have. I don't know what it is about it, but it makes my skin crawl. And if the guys are doing it, they have to give it to the girls. If the guys are doing it, the girls have to do it. So if they have a guy talk show, they have to have a girl talk show. The match is back on, by the way. Miz is starting to beat up Dolph Ziggler. So that's my thing on the whole talk shows about why they have to have. But you know, Miz is on Raw and you have Kevin Owens on SmackDown. And those are basically the only talk shows you have. But you have two people who can talk. Like, they can talk smack. Like, Miz can literally get in people's faces and talk them up one side and down the other.
But Bliss is just as good.
She is, but you know, when she does
the
her
best women.
But when she does her moments of bliss, I mean,
it's just a fight. It's always interrupted. It never actually comes to a conclusion.
So what is it for?
Usually you have a comeback.
What is their end game there?
It's the same thing as Miz TV. You bring out two people that are going to wrestle. You have them come out and they beat each other. That's what it's for. See? I'm serious. That's what it's for. Bliss is the best talking female.
I'm not saying she's not. Nobody's saying that Bliss can't talk her.
And the reason they gave it to her probably because she was always hurt and they still wanted to headline her because she is a pretty face.
Yes, she is. And she is a good wrestler. When she's healthy and can wrestle, she is really good. I will not take it away from her that she isn't good. She is good.
But she looks good. She's the mold of the women. She looks good. And she's a good talker, so why not have her wrestle? And if she can't wrestle, have her on the camera. That's the reason they did it. He's doing 8 kicks.
Look at Miz.
Do we still call him 8 kicks or do we call him yes kicks? Because when he was a bad guy, they were yes kicks, but now are they just called it kicks because Daniel's a bad guy?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Now they've switched places.
I have no idea.
This is actually turning into a really good match.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. They're going around and
not one-sided.
now that Miz is finally in it, not just getting his butt beat in the corner.
He just hit him with the zigzag. 1, 2, Miz kicked out.
Miz kicked out.
So Miz is a better friend, yeah?
No. On what planet?
If you like what you see, like and subscribe. And if you're just joining us, we're watching Monday Night Raw. I want to call it Monday Night Rollins.
So much. He deserves everything.
Because he's back on top.
Yeah, and it's going to be about, they brought him out first, of course it's going to be about him. So while they're having a little break here, while they're taking a nap on the thing, getting their breath back, Joey has a question for you. I personally don't watch a lot of wrestling, so I couldn't even answer this question. So I'm going to give it to you instead. Your favorite wrestling moment and favorite wrestler. His is Mankind, Throne of the Spell, that was crazy, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Joey, don't call it Monday Night Raw. Yeah, I agree, Joey. I'll slap him next time.
It'd be a good old snack.
So Tom said his was Ric Flair and Harley Race.
Starcade 83.
Right? I mean, I can tell you my favorite wrestler. My favorite wrestler is Miz and Bray Wyatt. Those are my favorite wrestlers. Like, on complete opposite ends of the spectrum. But it's because of the darkness with Bray and his character and everything. But with Miz, it's just because he's just a dork.
So when I was little, it was the Saturday night main event. King Kong Bundy attacked Hulk Hogan and put him in the hospital. And they ended up having their little feud. I cried because I didn't know it was.
Oh, so Dolph just tapped out.
To
Miz
the
had
figure
him in a
four.
figure four hold, and Miz
beat him with the figure four.
Miz just beat him. So good job, Miz.
Dolph just tapped to a
And you knew
submission
Dolph
hold.
was gonna lose, but yay, Miz.
Yeah, I went home, like I was crying. I had to call my grandpa. It was around 11 o'clock at night, Saturday night main event. I was crying. Hogan was getting smashed, and then they did a big tribute after the show. It was probably 15, 20 minutes of just Hulk Hogan highlights. And the other kids that I was with, they were older because I was being babysat. They're like, well, they wouldn't do that unless he was dead. So I thought Hulk Hogan died. And I was in absolute tears. I was crying, freaking out. So I called my grandpa. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
So he just beat Dolph, and now Dolph's calling the Miz back like he did Goldberg last week. Jeez. What is up with Dolph?
I don't know.
This is merely
He is just
just
a flesh wound. It's merely a flesh wound. It's merely a
You're
flesh
missing a
wound.
leg.
Oh, you're missing a
Your leg's off.
Oh, it's just merely a flesh wound.
Flesh wound.
Oh, Miz came back and got him from behind.
Oh my gosh.
What? What? Are you still talking, Seth?
Can't hear
All right,
him now.
you're good. Yay!
Hit him with the finale.
Please, music.
Is he gonna do 3? Is he gonna do the same
Is
thing?
this his same triple stuff or something? Everything comes in threes?
He still doesn't have his mic. He's still laid
He's still
out.
down. He's kind of
Is he
down
moving?
still. He's gonna
They keep
wait.
showing him.
You're gonna wait till it's all the way in the back this time?
So last night he called out Goldberg 3 times. They're not doing it tonight. Okay. Thank God. Last night, 3 times, 2 times Goldberg had to come back and spear him.
Yeah.
And the last one was brutal. He like accelerated through him.
Right?
There's the man.
Becky, congratulations on your win.
Thank you, Charlie, but I can take it from here.
Oh, yes, Becky. You
No.
tell her.
I didn't come here to celebrate.
What's next for Becky?
Natty owed me a debt, and last night I cashed her out in full, so respect to you, Natty. Respect. But a long time ago, I told everybody in that locker room that I was coming for anyone who did me wrong. Make no mistake about it, I am not here to make friends, and I will
Sasha
not
Banks
rest
next.
until everyone has been dealt with. This is a cat and mouse game, ladies.
Oh, cat
You
and
get
mouse
me, I
game.
get you. That's how this game is played. Now,
She's
your
all
smart
about the
play
payback.
is to get me before I get you. Game on. Thanks, Chuck.
Thanks, Chuck.
Thanks, Chuck. Her name's Charlie. That's hilarious. Thanks, Chuck.
Good luck,
Then she
Chuck.
ran off. So Luke said that he has 2 fave wrestling. Wrestling memories. I was watching Saturday morning cartoons in '91. I happened to see the WWF show that morning, and The Undertaker was there. I was instantly hooked. And his number 2, essentially at the pay-per-view where Taker and Mankind had the Hell in a Cell match. That was my fave match.
Oh yeah. Is that the one where he threw him off the top? Slammed him through. Literally choke slammed him through, and the top broke, and he fell all the way down.
Is bursting with our crispy hand-breaded.
Really? Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, he fell all the way down. It busted his lip like wide open here, so he was sticking his tongue out his lip.
Ooh, ouch.
And brutal. But of course, yeah, that's obvious. That's an all-time great.
Right.
That's like those legendary moments
Right.
in wrestling.
True. It definitely shows your ages when you're like, I like Hulk Hogan, and Tom's out there like, I like Flair and Race. So it's nice to have some young blood in the
Right.
room that watches wrestling.
Right? Yeah, a lot of these people never got to even see Race wrestle. Harley Race was the man in the 70s, and then in the early 80s, the last title he owned, I'm pretty sure he lost to Flair at Flair for the Gold, Starrcade 83. And then he went over to WWF, and he was at the next WrestleMania, I believe, and against the Junkyard Dog. He had won the King. He was King Race. He wore the crown, and he made the match. I don't even think it would be allowed nowadays, but the Junkyard Dog, black guy, and Harley Race, and he's the king, and the loser had to bow to the next guy.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't play
Anyways,
out very
Junkyard
well
Dog
nowadays.
lost.
Oh.
And so he had to bow, and he
To the king.
He ended up beating up Race anyways, but he did like curtsy to him at the end of the day. He didn't do a full bow, but he did like a
kind of
curtsy
half thing or something. That's
But,
funny.
Yeah, in today's world, that they just wouldn't do stuff like that anymore. But
Right. So Joey's giving me a little bit of shit about how you can even ask if that was the match. It was
wanna
an
make sure.
iconic moment. But Luke's like, yeah, Mankind went off the roof twice that match.
Yeah.
Once off the side through the announce table, and
And
then
then-
second through top of the
yeah,
cell.
just slam. I'm pretty sure the top wasn't supposed to break.
Probably not.
And I don't know if you've seen those Hell in a Cells, but they're not like the
There's-
normal cages. They're the big, the ones that Shane jumped off of.
Yeah.
It's that, but the roof broke.
Well, that's not surprising.
And so he
I
fell,
mean,
and he was concussed, obviously. But
Well,
he
yeah.
kept it going. I don't even think he remembers it. I've seen his stand-up. I don't know if you guys watched Cactus Jack, Mankind, Mick Foley, whatever. His stand-up, but it's actually pretty funny. He literally does stand-up.
Oh, does
And he tells his stories of wrestling.
of his
But he doesn't
wrestling,
remember
but he
that.
doesn't remember.
But his lip got split open. He literally would stick right just like that, and his tongue would come out. And he's sitting in the corner just laughing. Like, oh my gosh.
That's pretty funny.
So were you upset when Bray took his mandible claw? Just wondering. He's one of his favorite wrestlers.
Right.
Because I don't know if I would like somebody stealing Hulk Hogan's leg drop or something.
Right,
you know?
still in their
I'd
their moves.
I'd be all sorts of
And then
upset.
using them on people. Oh, Luke saying that Taker entered that match with a broken foot.
Are you guys reading the comments?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I can just comment.
Yeah.
Instead of talking to you.
I like to talk.
Ugly.
Your voice isn't ugly. We're going to have a 13-year-old on here in a second. She's like, oh, you guys are reading comments?
Her voice sounds a lot better than mine.
We're back. Elias.
Elias.
WWE stands for Walk with Elias.
He's going to interrupt this time.
Who's interrupting him in Canada?
Now, to be honest, I think I'm getting the hang of this here. I think I figured it out, you know. I come out, I go to sing a song, and then some superstar comes out and interrupts me.
He's figured it out finally, everybody. He's got it figured out.
So why don't we just get that all out of the way right now? Who's ever going to interrupt me, just come on out. In fact, you can all count it down with me.
His tooth went through his nose.
Wow, I haven't watched a lot of his stuff, but that's crazy. Oh, he was waiting for somebody to come out. And
Elias is
nobody did this
waiting
time.
for somebody. Nobody's coming out.
And
Oh, I watch Elias. I love Elias.
I think he's hilarious. He makes up some pretty funny songs. He reminds me of The Rock in a way like that.
I don't understand why they don't push him as an actual in-ring performer, but sometimes I always feel like they have too many guys that they don't push.
Right.
This is gonna be
That's true, because then you see him and then you're like, where did
Week
they
after
go?
week, I say the same thing. Why can't they just add more wrestling?
Here it comes.
Here comes Ricochet.
He tried real hard. He tried to get him to come out before he started, but they came out right when he started playing his guitar. So now we don't have to watch Elias. Oh no, and Ricochet's gonna talk on the mic,
Ricochet
everybody.
on the mic.
Oh, I feel so bad for this guy.
Maybe he's getting better.
Maybe took some
Well, I hate to
classes.
break it to you, but people don't come out here and interrupt you because it's the cool thing to do.
That's not bad yet.
Honestly, man, it's because you suck.
It's because you suck.
That's just the way it is.
Ricochet just said that Elias sucked.
Sweet. Thanks, Kenna.
A guy that comes out
Our
here
last
and
Monday
stuff like
Night Raws
that,
almost had 200
isn't
total
gonna
views.
Tell me
Whoop,
what's
whoop.
cool and what's not. I'll tell you what.
Oh, that's really cool, Luke. We didn't know that. He actually is a performer, part-time, performs music on the road. That's why he's a part-time wrestler.
Oh.
That's pretty awesome. Okay, does anybody
I know he had his
band?
album.
His band? Does he have a band? Anybody know his band name? Is it Elias?
Well, he
Is it
had
something
a
else?
CD. They released an album. I just thought it was kind of part of the show.
Oh.
So I didn't pay a lot of attention to it.
Battle AJ Styles last night. What about the condition of Elias maybe?
Ooh, they're wrestling.
There we go. This should be a good match.
Let's hope so. I mean, not that they're bad. Sometimes they're kind of
Jericho's in a band. He wrestles.
That's true.
But he's part-time still, though.
True. And he's getting old, so it's
But he's
time
already established. That's fine.
Right? Yeah.
So, I don't know. So maybe he has to get established first.
Possibly.
But I bet you this wrestling helps
Oh,
out
he's just
tremendously.
stomping the poo out of Ricochet in the
Stomping
corner.
a mud hole in him.
Oh.
Damn.
Wow.
He's
He's
hurting
just-
Ricochet right now.
He's just being extra brutal. Oh my gosh! Wow! I think
He just
Ricochet
did a
just went up
backdrop.
like 5 feet in the air.
He just did a backdrop and he had to have been 10 feet off the ground.
I swear, definitely. Oh,
Ricochet
wow.
looks like he's regretting instantly that he got in the match with him.
I think so too, maybe. He's tired of being interrupted.
Right?
He's had it.
Elias isn't going to win this match.
What?
Nope.
He's not gonna win?
Ricochet wins this one.
Oh.
That's my prediction of the evening. Ricochet will turn it on here in
Because he lost last night, so he has to win this night tonight.
Well, just period. He's
Right?
Elias
Elias is just kind of a
attempt to attack the knee of Ricochet. And that was the focal
Here we are watching Monday Night
They're over there
Raw.
making the comment about him. He needs to attack his knee. That was the focal point last
Yeah, it
night.
was.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I swear. I think he kicked him in the knee. I don't know how many
We used to
times.
play around with knee injuries all the time when we were in high school. You got water on the knee. It just meant you didn't want to go to football practice. We had water on the knee. Like, oh, yeah, man, I just got water on the knee.
That's funny.
So it's either that or my Austin Slaughters.
Ricochet
My all good.
That's pretty funny.
Reversal.
Oh.
Reversal.
Oh, what's
Oh,
that?
I don't know what that was. I think that was a mistake. That
That's
might have
called
been a
a
little bit of a
botch,
mistake.
but that's okay.
But they picked it up. They went
Canadian
right through
fans
with it. They did
picked it up.
good. Oh, there we go.
Face.
He jumped off
Ricochet's
the ropes
doing
and
better.
kicked him in the face.
Here it comes.
Ricochet's like, all right,
What's
come
he gonna
on.
do here?
I don't know. He's hurrying. He's hurrying.
Off over the top, backflip. Nope.
This is oh, he like.
Elias wasn't home.
Oh, he wasn't there at all. He flipped out of the ropes from the ring and landed on the floor. Oh my gosh, that had to have hurt.
That's pretty funny. Elias is doing really good in this match. Oh,
Yeah.
he's got his guitar.
I think he's just mad.
Is it going to be a DQ or
Yeah, he's making a statement.
you know break a fender? I want that guitar. You just give it to me.
Doing his job and making sure the guitar doesn't become
Oh, got kicked in the face. Oh,
He got too
dang it.
distracted.
He got distracted. Bringing in his guitar. The ref told him he couldn't have it.
What's Ricochet looking to do? Perhaps
I like Ricochet. He's got to be the funnest wrestler to watch right now.
He is pretty good.
And then him and AJ Styles last night, I was super excited about that.
Right?
His shoulder was up.
Yeah, I don't know if I would really call that a
Anyways,
perfect pin.
they call that a roll up, and
Yeah.
Ricochet just won it. But
But
Elias's
Elias's
left
shoulder was
up.
completely off the mat. I mean, completely off the mat. There was no way.
Corey's saying the same thing. He was
Yeah.
just out of position.
Yeah, he just didn't see it. He was on the opposite side where his shoulder was on the mat.
Corey
Yeah,
Graves
that-
is talking about it now. See, he's not even. That was a 1 count.
Yeah, and even when Ricochet tried to get his leg around his arm to bring it back down,
Shoulder
it
was
still
this high
up.
off the ground.
Yeah. And
Come
so
on.
Elias is not very happy.
Oh, maybe they already started.
I don't know.
They used to do this in the old days.
The rest like,
Ricochet don't want to win by a fluke.
Yeah, I don't think he'd want to. But
Oh, it's over.
but he's done.
It's
He's
over.
leaving.
Rey Mysterio.
Mysterio.
Andrade.
Andrade and
Ray.
Yeah.
2 out of 3 falls match next.
Ooh, yeah.
So the build up to this has been great.
Has
right?
it?
Like,
I mean,
well,
they've
you watched
done,
it last week.
Yeah, and they are really good together. I mean, I
the-
know they're both from the Mexican wrestling and stuff like
Right.
that. Andrade came
I don't
from
know
it
if they
also.
wrestled it.
I don't know if they
back in
wrestled
Mexico,
together.
but-
I just know that they were both in that same wrestling part.
Right.
I was quite amazed. That guy Andrade, he is a pretty big guy. I mean, he's tall.
big,
I mean,
he's
he's
strong.
big. But man, he can keep up with Ray. He can move around. He can do the flips and
And wrestle.
and stuff in
He
there.
just wrestles good.
Yeah, I mean
He's pretty
he does
good
really
at it.
good. He does good throwing in a lot of even the Roman Greco,
Greco-Roman.
old school stuff and everything too. So it's
Yeah.
kind of nice.
Oh yeah, he's good. And the build-up they've had for this, I mean, they wrestle every week. It seems like. I mean, they were wrestling back on SmackDown, like before, like a long time ago, before they switched some guys. I think that was around WrestleMania, right after WrestleMania.
Huh.
And now they've got them wrestling again, and it just works.
Right.
It just works. Selena Vega looks good. It's my candy out there too.
Uh-huh.
But it just works.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can see it.
Luke's saying something about Aleister Black and Ricochet. He says they need a feud. He said that would be an instant classic material right there.
I think they split them up on purpose for so they wouldn't feud at first. Because when they first came up, just a few weeks ago, they were together.
Oh,
and they
okay.
did some tag team stuff, and then they moved Black to
Being
SmackDown,
very- mhm.
and then they pushed Ricochet immediately. They gave him a belt immediately.
Oh, wow.
And then they've already stripped him of it, and it doesn't look like he's in a title hunt anymore.
Right.
Right. At least at this second, and maybe they regretted it already or something.
Huh.
But I don't. I mean, I think it was great. I liked him as a champion.
Right.
But of course, I want to see that.
Right.
Black and Ricochet would be awesome. But I think that they didn't want it to happen for some reason. I don't understand it. There's so many possibilities that they just don't do. Like, honestly, last night during SummerSlam, during the pre-show, I was so excited to see Apollo Crews and Buddy Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, this is what I'm talking about. Why can't they just have a wrestling match? And of course, Rowan had to interfere because it was part of another storyline.
Right.
It's like, I like the storylines, but why can't we have some wrestling too?
Right.
Like they can just have matches that would be really good, and they have so many good competitors that it would work. Instead of having everybody chasing the 24/7 champion around, why don't they have EC3 wrestle Apollo Crews?
Mm.
Just for fun, like just a match. It doesn't have to be every night for 6 weeks.
Right.
Just
throw
have a
some
match.
stuff in there to.
Just to see if anybody else has chemistry. It might steal the show.
Right.
EC3, have you seen EC3? Big, strong dude.
Yeah, I think
built.
so. I
Not
think I've seen him. Mm-hmm.
jacked up.
Yeah.
You know? But then they keep pushing Sami Zayn and Dolph Ziggler, and they're not winning.
Right.
So why not just have some other... I mean, is it about embarrassing guys?
I don't know. I don't know
That's
why
the part
it would
that
be,
frustrates me. Is like, is it just about embarrassing them? Because Dolph doesn't need to be embarrassed. Sammy doesn't need to be embarrassed. Like, they could play that other ways without embarrassing them.
though. Right.
But is that what people want to see? Is that what we're looking for at home, guys? Do you guys want to see people get embarrassed?
No.
I don't see it.
I
Like,
don't
just
think
have
so.
good old-fashioned matches, and then the loser shakes the winner's hand. Remember those matches? You get up and they'd shake hands and walk off, and the crowd would cheer.
I have no idea.
Doesn't even exist anymore.
I wouldn't know. I didn't watch wrestling back then. Luke said that he actually wants an Andrade Vega versus Black Flair feud. Since Andrade is with Flair, and Black is married to Vega.
I did not know that second part. I didn't know Black was with Vega. That's pretty cool. Here we go. I'm excited. It's probably going to be my favorite match of the night. But
Tom
it's two
says Andrade sucks. But I think the reason why Tom's saying that is because last night he was all over
He
Charlotte
has a
Flair.
crush on Charlotte.
He's queen.
Andrade sucks.
I think he's a great wrestler, though.
He's good.
I think he's really good.
And I love how they didn't just push him right down your throat when he came up.
Right.
Like a lot of those NXT guys, they'll push really hard, and they're not doing that now.
I I think it's great
They
about
did it
Rey
with the
Mysterio.
women. But
That's true. I think it's great about Rey Mysterio is that when he comes down, he literally tries to be with every fan. He's very like
Every
into
kid.
the kids and stuff like that. It's so awesome to see that.
Ultra
I mean,
babyface.
I mean, you know, the only other ones that kind of did a lot of that was John Cena, you know, a lot, but yeah, the whole ripping off the mask thing is
Trying to
just
take his
I don't like
stinking
that at
headgear
all.
off.
That's just silly.
That's disrespectful for the luchadors.
Joey said that too many wrestlers have been embarrassed. Look at Shelton.
Seriously, you could get a list and write down 12 names.
Joey does not want to watch this match. It's a great match, but do we have to watch every week?
Every single week.
Right?
And
They
this
can't
is
bring
2 out of
anything
3
different.
falls.
Yeah, so it's going to be a little bit longer.
Well, they do that so they can get commercials.
True. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
So it's all about the commercial.
we gotta make their peeps happy. Their sponsors.
Selena Vega, I don't know where she's actually from, probably should Google it. But if she's with Black, and he's from like Denmark or something like that, or where's the place where they smoke weed legally? Amsterdam. He's from Amsterdam. She's got all sorts of citizenship. Especially if she's an American that speaks Spanish, or if she's a Spanish that's an American.
Right.
She could have 3 citizenships. That's pretty cool.
Right.
Maybe even a Canadian in there.
Tom's saying something that Andrade's not going to be there very long.
Like, where's he going?
I don't know where he would go. I just think that they've made him too much of a star at this
He's
point.
becoming a future star.
I mean, because not very many people watch the Hispanic wrestling. I mean, we've tried to watch it a couple
You're talking
times.
about Lucha Underground?
Yeah, the Lucha Underground stuff and everything.
That stuff's wild.
I mean, we've tried to watch a couple of that and everything, but
You don't want to watch. I mean, you can watch it. But, I mean, like live, go down to Mexico and watch wrestling.
well, that's what I mean though. They don't have it.
Scary.
I'm just saying that it's not like on a network station. I mean, it's kind of hidden. You have to look for it.
Well, El Rey has it, but they only do it when they have money.
Right. So that's what I'm saying though. He's saying, you know, Andrade.
There he is. He got the first one with the cheat.
With the cheat,
Selena
yeah.
Vega tripped Ray. Ray turned around. It was a quick roll up. He put his legs on the ropes. Andrade did, and then she held his legs on there, and so Ray's already down 0-1.
Yeah. So that's one. And you knew he was going to cheat because you know he's a bad guy.
And laughing.
Laughing at his badness.
Mysterio has to win 2 in a row now. In this 2 out of 3 falls matchup, caught by Andrade. Rey Mysterio.
I like Ray's so short that he can't hit the top rope when he goes into the ropes.
Many would argue that Andrade is a future world champion.
See? Andrade's a future world champion.
Right?
Andrade meets him.
Oh, is there something going?
Rey Mysterio not able to get out of the blocks here in this
Luke's just
matchup.
saying that they moved Andrade and Vega from Raw to SmackDown because Fox wanted different ethnicities on SmackDown, but then WWE killed the brand split.
With the whole wild card.
Yeah.
Supposedly getting rid of the wild card. I hear that the wild card's ending.
Joey, well, if they stuck to brand split, others have good chances of Roman getting airtime on both shows.
Right. I thought for sure when they did that wild card that Roman was going to be on both shows constantly, always. But they're not pushing Roman right now. It's actually kind of a breath of fresh air.
So Andrade was flipped off of the
It's called the Hurricane Rana.
Hurricane Rana off, and Selena Vega is just screaming and screeching up a storm about it. I mean, you could probably hear her in the very back of the facility.
I call it a Frankensteiner, but it's, since they're in the Mexican wrestlers, I'm going to go with Hurricane Rana. If you're just joining us, we're watching Monday Night Raw, and right now it's Rey Mysterio and Andrade, and this is the second fall. Andrade won the first fall.
Yes. By cheating.
Yeah.
He cheated.
Selena helped him a little.
Whatever, she held him a lot. She literally put her whole weight into it and held his lips onto that rope.
All 97 pounds.
Right?
That's about as big as Ray. Just teasing. He's heavier than... Now it's turning into a good match.
Yeah, just keep him away from Selena and everything will go okay.
Ray's got to win the next 2 falls to win this match.
Andrade again.
Luke saying that her scream is almost as good as Melina's scream was.
Oh my gosh, you remember that?
Oh wow, right? She can scream.
It's like the Iconics.
Right?
Oh my gosh, I think they could break glass. And they both just chirp the whole time. I dig the Iconics, they're my favorite.
Yes.
Well, they're literally like, well, no, now there's the Kabuki Warriors, but I was gonna say they're literally the only tag team, real tag team, not just two singles competitors put together.
That's too funny.
They've got a long way to go to climb back into this matchup. Needs to pick up the next ball.
Trying to hear what the crowd's saying, but they're not chanting quite loud enough. Only half of them are chanting,
Right?
and they already stopped. It died.
Not sure.
Oh!
Oh wow! Is he gonna get him?
1, 2.
Oh no!
Andrade kicks out.
Andrade kicked out of that one.
Will Andrade win the second fall? Will they just have Rey just bolt?
Mysterio's face matched that of everybody in the Scotiabank Arena. Look at the impact. Boom! Just driving Andrade down to the back of his neck. And that's the master of Mysterio.
Are you?
They can channel it, take down extreme
Trying to kill yourself on YouTube. You know you're not supposed to do that, right?
That is something that Zelina
I might get flagged.
Joey said he would like to hear her play tennis. Gotta get a
Here it
little
is.
more
1,
high pitch.
2.
Oh, he got him. Oh, he got out of it. He like
Andrade
completely
kicks
rolled
out.
him over.
This has turned into a good match, and Selena looks good. I like her hair like that. She usually has it straight, but she's got it curly. She looks good.
Yeah, she's looking really nice tonight. Good for her.
So they have a shirt tattooed on him. What is that? Just tattoos on his...
Yeah, so he has like a tattoo on his chest that's like so
It looks
far
like a
up,
halter
and it has like a V-neck right here, and probably so that he can wear a nice shirt with long sleeves or something.
Right, not see it. Ray's going up top.
Oh, is
He
gonna
lands
do it?
this. 5-star. Oh, Andrade put his knees up.
Oh,
Here it is.
Oh.
If he hits this, it's over.
Is he gonna get it?
It's done.
Oh.
Andrade won this.
Oh,
2
Andrade
falls.
with the pin.
There you
2
go.
falls, he
Now
won.
I can't say, last time I saw somebody win just 2 falls was years ago. Andrade just did it. Beat Ray, both falls.
Dang it.
Ray didn't get 1 out of the 2, out of the 3.
Selena's
Selena
all like,
Vega.
just kissing goodbye to him. She's like, you're a champion.
Oh. Well, that match wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to steal the show.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a little bit longer. I thought Ray was going to bring it,
But like they say, you can't have them on every week. Maybe that's the end. Maybe that's it.
maybe that's it. I mean, Tom's saying that he has something going on in Hispanic Federation and Chile for a year. But if he is, then why is he winning? Wouldn't they have him lose so that if he left, it wouldn't be a big deal?
Vince has a 90-day no compete contract. So once their contract's up,
Right.
they can't compete for like 90 days or 60 days or something.
Right. And that's true, Joey. Like, he's basically agreeing with you. Joey's saying that I told you that because it's played out now. But it is. I mean, that feud's done. I mean, it just seems
I'm pretty
silly
sure
at
it's
this
over
point.
now, at least for a while.
Hopefully.
Here it is. Seth Rollins slayed the beast.
He did. Beast Slayer.
What is this?
I don't know.
Oh, it's the Stone Cold. Here's Stone Cold.
Oh, here's our Stone Cold stuff.
Stone Cold Steve Austin on Monday Night Raw. I'm going to be quiet for a minute.
Steve Austin. Welcome, Steve. I want to ask you, Steve, about Seth Rollins' performance last night. How impressed were you with the new Universal Champion?
Well, the performance was off the charts because he had to dig deep. He went into this thing not being 100%. He was getting his ass whipped week after week on Monday Night Raw. And here's what really impressed me, Michael. The match in itself was badass. To win the ultimate, here's the thing. He asked himself, is it worth this week after week, get my ass handed to me? And he answered the question. He said, this is all I am. This is all I got. This is all I am. This is all I got. That's exactly what I believe my whole damn career. So I've always wondered exactly what Seth Rollins really is. Who Seth Rollins is when he says Seth freaking Rollins. Now I know who and what he is. This is all I am. This is all I got. The man is committed to being the best in the world. And when you believe like that, you can do anything. That's what impressed me.
You know, Steve, I understand that back at the Raw reunion, which you were a part of a couple of weeks ago, that you had the opportunity to actually sit down and speak with Seth Rollins before his match with Brock Lesnar. What type of advice did you give Seth that night?
Man, I just told him to stay focused. I mean, because there's going to be good times, there's going to be bad times, and we all live and die through those. And I just told him to stay focused. The guy's very determined, and I think he relied on the crowd that night, just listened to his promo earlier. We all do. We live and die by that crowd. But in that match, I think Seth is too humble to say this. He found a piece of himself that he never knew existed. And he dug down deep, and that's who and what this guy is.
Oh my gosh, stop licking his butt.
Who and what Seth freaking Rollins is all about. Finally, after all these years. So congrats and big time respect.
Stone Cold, I think your nose is extremely brown.
Put his ass on the line. Guarantee a victory at SummerSlam against Brock Lesnar. And that's writing a check that your ass better keep. And he did that.
Steve, thank you so much for joining us. It's great seeing you. And I want to wish you luck on what happens tonight after Monday Night Raw. It is the series premiere of your brand new show, Straight Up Steve Austin. And from what I understand, it's less talk, more show. It's your turf, their stories, and a hell of a good time.
Oh, hell yeah.
It takes place tonight
I'm
on
sure
the
that will
USA
be pretty
Network,
cool.
immediately following Monday Night Raw.
So some people are very happy with it. But anyway, so Joe is saying that they want to save the feud for the pay-per-view match, ladder match between both of the real, like Rey and Andrade. That would be pretty cool. I mean, that would be amazing to see. And then he's asking if he's the only person bored of Seth Turnham Hill. No, you're not the only one bored of Seth. I hate him. I cannot stand anybody in the Shield. I didn't like any of them. Like, well, because he's not there anymore.
No, I liked him before. So, the company has to have a top babyface. They can't turn him heel because they don't have another babyface. The only way they could possibly turn him heel is if Roman Reigns became the top babyface. And they tried that for a year and a half-ish, and that didn't work.
And everybody hated him.
So they
I still
have
hate
to
him.
have a top babyface, and that's all they got. And that's what this is all about.
Well, they
That's
probably
why
have
Stone
others,
Cold's there kissing
but,
his ass. That's why they're pushing him. That's why Paul Heyman had Brock lose to him. I mean, it's all about having him the top babyface, and I am absolutely sick of him.
Right?
By the way,
I am so tired of seeing his face, and I don't even know what Becky Lynch sees in that dumbass.
But that's all they have as a top babyface. They don't have another face.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true. At
Who
this point.
else is even remotely close to their top face? Everybody, it's the hardest job in the world right now is to be a WWE professional wrestler and be a face. Automatically, everybody says, turn him heel. Turn him heel. Turn him heel. And I do it too. I'm guilty. Right? Roman Reigns, turn him heel.
Right?
All of a sudden, you turn Roman Reigns heel, he's got a 10-year run in him as a champion without one complaint from anybody.
No. Nope, no, not at all.
But they have to have the baby faces. And so why not just keep him a babyface forever? Why not keep John Cena a babyface forever? John Cena could come back tomorrow, become a heel, have a 10-year run in him, run an organization like the NWO or whatever, have a 10-year run. Vince would pay him $20 million a year.
Right.
Without any question. The problem is he makes more money making movies.
True. He does.
So he'd have to get paid $60 million a year.
At this point,
and Vince might even do that. Vince might pay him $50 million a year if he became a heel and did it. But does Cena want a 10-year run, another 10-year run like Hogan did? It worked for Hogan. Hogan was the top babyface, and Bischoff turned him heel in the NWO, and it worked. The NWO, or it was in the WCW, and the NWO, it worked.
Right.
With Hogan as their leader, with Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, it worked. I mean, it's one of the best factions ever.
Right.
So it can work. if they decide to do it. And if Hulk Hogan wasn't going to do it, then Sting would have been the leader of it.
Right.
Either way, so.
So Luke had said something about that if they make a new champion, you'd be bored with that champion in a month.
Exactly.
It's true, and you would. Joey made the comment that that Seth's just poor on the mic. You know, he's gotten better though. I mean, he's not terrible.
The reason he's bad is because it's long-winded. His interviews, you can literally be watching it, and if you have it TiVoed or Hoppered or whatever, and you start to fast forward it,
it takes like
it's like 3 minutes.
Oh wow!
4 minutes. Of
Not
just
surprising
talking.
that's not all he does.
And
He's a windbag.
And so that's what's hard. That's what's hard with him.
Seth the windbag Rollins. Oh, that's a good one.
Is it so long?
Whoa.
But I think if he can keep it shorter and more entertaining, John Cena's great at it. John Cena come out, make fun of people, and hit it, and then leave. That's
Right.
why he's good. Bray Wyatt's great at it. Bray Wyatt can actually do the long-winded ones, and it sounds good
Right.
because he does it preachy.
True. Yeah.
Bo Dallas does it really good. But I don't even know what happened to him.
Right. I have no idea either.
They need to rebrand him and bring him back too. I
Right.
love Bo Dallas is great. He was great in NXT. He was a champion in NXT. And
Yeah.
he comes here and nothing. Oh, we're gonna hear from Ray. He looks pretty disappointed.
He looks sad.
Excuse me.
There's Charlie.
After your performance last
Chuck.
week and then your performance tonight against Andrade, it seems like you've met your match.
He's pretty upset.
Jody, I've never lost 2 falls like that in a row.
I think he might
I
cry.
have no idea where my career is going.
Oh wow, he's questioning
I
his
just don't
career.
have a family to support.
Yes, Joey. Bo
He's
and
got
Bray
a
are
family
brothers.
to support.
Oh, he was asking if Bo and Bray brothers.
Yes.
Is there
Yes, they're
something
brothers.
that you're trying to say?
Are you quitting?
Is Ray gonna quit?
My family.
He just keeps saying my family.
Oh.
He just kept saying my family and he's crying and he walked off.
Oh.
I don't know if Ray's quitting or
I don't know if Chuck knew what to say to him. Street Profits.
Ford.
Ray,
Oh.
Ray, don't
keep your head up, dude.
There you
You're
go.
a legend.
You a
Right?
legend.
You were
619 forever, right?
He killed a guy, so.
Oh, nice.
He
Ray
did.
Dawkins?
Ray killed a guy. Dawkins is sleeping with his water bottle.
He's got some issues. He had a hard night.
He's seriously like
partied
this.
too hard.
TV, man. How long-
Partying in Canada, that
Party.
beer's like moonshine.
What time did Raw start again?
Okay, we already talked about Seth and Becky. Now we gotta hype up your girl, Nikki Cross.
Ooh.
And
Look at his smile.
He's all excited. He likes him some Nikki Cross.
Kabuki Warriors.
Yeah, they are.
The Street Profits got to be the best thing going right now.
Oh, what a Raw! What a Raw at the SummerSlam, Dawkins! Who do you got for that match?
He's sleeping.
He's sleeping again?
Oh, no, he's drinking his water. I had a gallon of water I was going to bring out here. I got this instead. Look at Ford.
He's done.
He just
He's like,
rolls his eyes and walks off. There he is. Drew McIntyre.
Drew, you're about to face Cedric Alexander in the next chapter of your life.
The next chapter would imply that this little rivalry with Cedric and me is going to go beyond tonight. It's not.
This ain't a book.
Tonight.
Nope.
Everything Cedric's
Dad.
gone to
This is the first and last
leading up to
chapter.
Roman Reigns, to leaping off the Titantron
The
behind
Scottish
me.
psychopath.
It's all part of this fairy tale he's concocted in his head, and he seems to think it's all going to end with a big victory.
You guys like Drew
over
McIntyre?
Drew McIntyre in Toronto. It's not.
It's not.
You want to know what's really going to happen? I'm going to take my boot. I'm going to cave his skull in.
Wow. He is
And
being
then-
extremely violent and
He
graphic.
is,
Fairy tale.
he's talking
It'll be
homicide
over.
here.
The fairy tale's gonna be over. He caves his face in.
Here he comes.
That's funny. So, let's see. Joey said that Shirley Ray will quit in the ring. I'm sure Joey, I mean, they'd have to make it a bigger thing than him just going back and doing an interview type thing for Ray.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he's really quitting. I mean, you know, but I can see where he's kind of upset that he lost to a guy and he's lost multiple times. He also wanted to know if we're going to see the Street Profits in the ring soon. So they are the tag team champions of NXT, and they were phenomenal in NXT. I don't know if they're. I couldn't imagine they're going to bring them into Raw anytime soon. I hope they keep them there for a while because it made the whole NXT pay-per-view when we watched it, just a quick thing, it just made it just that much better.
The TakeOver pay-per-view, they stole the show. It was awesome.
Oh, totally awesome.
I mean, the whole match. Ford is fun to watch. He jumps higher than he needs to. It's almost like he's trying to dunk a basketball every little jump.
Right.
It's full extension. He's jumping over people by like 3 feet. It's fun. He was fun. And they're just entertaining on the mic. I would like to see him up on Raw.
Right.
But they've got some really good tag teams that they're not using at all.
That's true. They're not.
Like the Authors of Pain or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They don't use them at all. And they're huge. Those guys should be... maybe one of them got injured. If they did, let me know. I don't know 100%.
Yeah, I haven't kept up on a lot of the injuries and stuff.
But because they were pushing them for a second, and then they disappeared, and then you got the Viking Experience or whatever they're called now. The Vikings,
Raiders.
The Viking Raiders.
I think that's what they're called now.
They get their name changed a little bit here and there.
Right.
They just have a lot of good teams. I don't know what happened to Luke Harper. I don't know if they're still feuding because he had some contract issues with Vince, and so I don't know if he's leaving or if he's staying or if he's going to be pushed here pretty soon. But he's fun to watch.
Right.
And if they put him with Rowan, all of a sudden you got the Bludgeon Brothers. It's just good tag teams, just stacked tag teams. Not to mention the Revival, who I love because they reminded me of the Minnesota Wrecking Crew or the Andersons, the Four Horsemen. We've got... I personally liked Fandango and Drew Brees, the Fashion Police.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of a fun little skit. But Tyler Breeze is back down in NXT. I shouldn't call it down. He's just over in, because I think NXT, any one of those guys can hang with any one of these guys.
Oh, heck yeah.
So it's
I
not
mean, from
really
what we saw,
the minor leagues.
Yeah, I don't think it's really would be considered the minor leagues.
But,
Luke's saying that AOP is injured.
okay. That would make sense because they need to be champions or at least be in the picture because they're so big. Those dudes are huge. And they're good. Like, it's not like they're just a couple big guys.
Right.
But, like, them versus the Bludgeon Brothers could be a top tag team. You could literally put that on before the main event at a big pay-per-view. You know, with, like, say, WrestleMania or something. I'm just saying there's so much that they could do with these tag teams. And guess what? Not one tag team match besides the girls last night at SummerSlam.
That's true.
Both champions stayed home. They didn't even have the New Day on there.
No, they didn't.
And I don't know if that's because of the Usos and their drunk driving incident, if they're just like punishing the whole group.
Maybe they couldn't go to Canada.
Well, they can't. He can't get in Canada because he's got an open case.
Right.
And they don't allow that over the border. So
Right.
that's exactly
So
why the
good...
Usos didn't come. But why couldn't they do the Revival or any other group? I mean, they could throw two guys together any time to wrestle these guys.
Yeah.
And they're good. Like, you know, the New Day is great. Or they could have done the title-on-title match again just for fun without being for a title.
Right.
Or they could have had it end funny, you know, with the New Day and the
Big E and
OC.
And a thing of
Skittles.
Skittles.
The bat of Skittles.
The bath of Skittles.
I'm just saying that they could have done a lot, and
Mm-hmm.
they didn't last night with the tag team. There's not one tag team match.
Yeah,
I want to
the women's
see
one that they did.
I want
and
to
that
see
was
a
last
tag
minute
team.
too. That one wasn't even really on the thing. That was just a one that they popped
added
in
it earlier that day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it wasn't like
Iconics.
even going to be on there. Joey asked earlier what our names were, by the way.
My name is Travis.
And I'm Delisa.
Good luck on that one. D-A-L. No, just kidding. Spell her D. But I'm just Travis. It's pretty easy.
So Luke's saying that AOP versus the Viking Raiders versus Heavy Machinery in a who breaks the ring first match. Haha, right? Because they're all like really, really big guys. Give the springs and the ring a good workout there.
Here comes Cedric Alexander, the Great. They don't call him that. I call him. You guys like Cedric Alexander?
Monday Night Raw, there was this
It's crazy. He was just in 205 as a cruiserweight, and now he's getting pushed up against Drew McIntyre. This is your old school against your new school kind of look. You got your Vince McMahon guy, the big 6'8", 300-pound monster, versus the 6 foot, 205-pound gymnast.
Right?
Look at him off the
taking out everybody, including Drew McIntyre. And
Joey's
Drew
on
has not forgotten. So McIntyre and Alexander.
My name's actually Travis Scott. There's a rapper out there named Travis Scott.
I'm so excited to see what Cedric Alexander brings here tonight. This is a huge matchup for him to go one-on-one against Drew McIntyre to showcase everything about the age of Alexander.
Well, it's also an opportunity to build momentum for both these superstars.
Shit just got whoa! Yeah, he's super athletic.
Yes.
He literally just went off the top and went backwards before he did a split.
Yes.
Wow.
He has Drew McIntyre out of the ring. He's getting it back out of the ring. Climbing up to the top rope here.
Think of the who's who really had the launch pad of
ooh, jump kicked him right in the face.
Cover by Alexander.
We're watching Monday Night Raw, and right now it's Cedric Alexander versus Drew McIntyre.
King Booker.
It's a pretty good one.
And Miz earlier tonight. They're also in the King of the Ring tournament.
Talking about all sorts of fun wrestling, especially if you just joined us.
Ooh, wow. He landed on his feet on the ropes there.
Make sure if you're just joining us that you comment in the comments so we can talk to you a little bit.
Oh no, here he goes.
Oh wow, right in the turnbuckle.
Oh my gosh. He literally threw him into the turnbuckle there. That had to hurt.
To be done with Cedric tonight. That's one way to
Drew's just trying to end him. No, he's not going to pin him yet.
Right?
Are we going to see a Claymore kick?
I don't know. Maybe
This is
we'll
one of
have
those
to.
interesting things. Is Drew McIntyre just going to dominate him?
I don't know.
Or are they going to keep it even and keep pushing this?
Maybe.
Because to me, like it seems like Drew would have just beat him and then all of a sudden move on to bigger, better things. Because I would like to see Drew McIntyre wrestle Monday Night Raw myself. The Beast Slayer.
Stop calling it that.
I didn't call it Monday Night Raw.
Yes,
I
you
called
did. You
him
said
Monday Night Raw.
He's
not
Seth
it.
Rollins. That's
Seth
it.
freaking Rollins.
That's cute Rollins.
Anyways, I would like to see Rollins wrestle McIntyre for the title, maybe at Clash of the Champions or something. But as of now, that's not happening.
Oh,
It's not even in the cards.
no. They'll make sure they give him all easy matches for a while. And
he's wrestling AJ Styles.
He'll get to turn around and be like, "Hey, I'm a champion. I'm a champion."
He's going one-on-one with
He's gonna
AJ.
ride those coattails for a while, man.
Well, he's going to be champion for a while. He might lose it around
nearly a dozen Hall of Famers.
the Royal Rumble, and if he does it by the Royal Rumble, then it'll be WrestleMania. But it's weird. You usually don't see the heels winning at WrestleMania, and so that's strange.
McIntyre's just so hard to battle, Corey. He's big, he's tall, he's strong.
I would like to see him
He's
lose
hard to
before.
battle. He's big and tall and strong. He's just throwing this guy around. Jumps around and he's like, oh, ooh, oh.
That's how you get out of it, right?
Yeah.
So he went to clothesline him, and he just followed him up and around. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Then he like flung into the ropes, bounced off the ropes, did kind of some backflip, and then kicked him in the face.
Take one more look at this.
Good deal.
Handspring.
Handspring right into a soccer-style kick, I call that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you call it.
McIntyre once again the first superstar to his feet.
Well, Luke, they do that so you don't forget who he is. That's why they have Rollins at Raw every week.
Rollins is at Raw every week, and people say stuff. You got Brock, who only shows up at pay-per-views, and people say stuff.
Right? Nobody likes him.
We're never happy as a wrestling fan. Who's the next guy? What's the next feud? Who's the next champion?
Look at this. Cedric swinging around. Drew
Wow.
tried his best to block it, and here we
Like,
go.
I was so happy when Naomi won the women's championship.
I know, right?
I was like, she so deserves it. And then she got hurt.
And they took it away like it was gone. And she's never gotten
And
it
then
back.
ever since, it's like, man,
I know, that sucks.
because they just took all of her momentum now.
Yep, it did. It did.
Like Becky Lynch, I love, absolutely love her being the champion. I will never complain about her being champion. I don't care if she holds on to it for like 5 years.
Ooh, Drew.
I'm one of
the
those
second row.
guys.
Oh.
I'm not in love with her by
hurt
any
herself,
means, but
I liked it better when she was wearing her steampunk stuff.
yeah, I liked when she had the like the boy shorts on,
Mhm.
not the unitard thing, whatever those are called.
Yeah.
The onesie. I liked when she wore the shorts
Yeah.
or the skirt. The
Mhm.
skirt was pretty cool too, but then she started doing that weird onesie, and it just didn't look.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's
It's not flattering on her figure.
No. But back to our match here.
This match is just going.
I'm pretty sure
Drew's
that
kicking
Drew's
the shit out of him.
dominating at this point right now.
Cedric gets in a move here and there to try to break the momentum.
But he's outside the ring. Yeah, that was loud. That was the
That's
very
a
loud
shout.
smack.
Drew McIntyre is kicking up. There he goes, right into the ring post. Cedric's got him.
Oh! Oh! Ouch!
I was trying to hear what he said. I didn't want to talk there, but I didn't hear it. Denmark check or something. I don't know what he called that.
Look at this. Instinctively.
Oh,
Damn. That it's kind of a newer move. It's like a backstabber, but a lumbar check. That's what they're calling it, a lumbar check.
Ah, okay.
Hit him with a lumbar check.
Alexander beats the count though, and McIntyre's in trouble. The referee had a count of
I'm
6.
kind of old school, so all these newer moves I don't know.
They're probably old school moves.
Well, they
just have
had a
new
twist.
names.
They had a twist to them.
Right?
Oh, he caught him. Belly to belly, overhead,
Ooh.
release suplex,
Oh,
right into the steel.
I don't know if that feels good or not.
That's not feeling good.
That would feel terrible.
Oh, are they going to count them both? No, he's.
I don't know. He came out of the ring.
Drew's
So I don't
taking
know
him
if
back
he
to the
saw.
ring. He just threw him in like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah, definitely a sack of potatoes there.
Cedric Alexander.
Here he goes. He's going to get ready for his kick.
He's gonna put him away up on a shelf.
The Claymore. I was talking to my neighbor and I was talking about the Claymore kick and he's like, that's a landmine. I was like, oh, he's an old man. That's a landmine. I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
I've been in a war.
He's like a war veteran. Talking about Claymores as like a wrestling move. He's like, that's a landmine.
Well, yeah, during that war. I mean, other wars, the Claymore.
There it is.
type
Quick
of
roll up.
sword.
1, 2.
There's no way he's gonna get him in a hold.
I thought
He's
maybe
just
they.
too small.
Yeah. Drew is all the way up top.
Oh my gosh!
Whoa!
Holy shit! Wow! Now that he could get him with.
No.
No.
Wow. He did the
Wow.
Charlotte Flair flip. I don't know what they call that.
What about the resilience and
I don't know my moves anymore. Yeah.
Second.
I'm gonna pout a little bit.
Oh,
Spanish
fly
fly.
drop.
The Spanish fly.
Okay.
Alexander hit him with the Spanish fly off the top. That was awesome.
It was.
I see Flair do it every once in a while.
Yes.
Listen to the crowd. This is awesome.
Yeah.
They've got really good
Touching it.
chemistry.
stunning Alexander again.
Oh.
Oh, he went to kick him to block it. It didn't even work. He ran right through it. Oh, he's going to
Oh
smash
no! Oh no!
it. His face is going right into the mat.
Ah!
Oh, no.
Oh no!
He
He
flipped
got
it.
him! Maybe
There
he got
it
him!
is. 1,
Got him in a hold?
2.
Oh, he kicked out! Oh!
Oh, it's over. He Claymored him into a 360. It's over.
Oh, poor Cedric. He tried his hardest though. Good job, buddy.
Wow. That was actually that was the best match so far tonight.
Right?
Right? I mean, that's
That was
not even
really
close.
good. They did some really nice holds and some high flying stuff and
I like that Spanish fly and the lumbar check.
Uh-huh.
And that Claymore literally flipped him all the way over.
That was pretty cool.
Woo! I wonder if there's going to be a chapter 2. And he's like, raise my hand. Raise my hand.
I'm the winner. I am Drew.
Sasha Banks does that too.
I am winner.
Alright, is there anything?
So Lou said his thing is if you are the Raw Universal show, you literally represent Raw because you are the main champion. Therefore, you should at least be at Raw for a promo every week. And that's true. You should have to show your face. If you're going to be representing that belt, you're going to represent. But
I look at it personally as when you're on there, yes, you could do a promo here and there, but he also has a mouthpiece if we're talking about Brock Lesnar.
Yes.
So Heyman can be there. He doesn't need to be. And the less he's there, the more of a main event he is. Like, when I was growing up, the heavyweight champion of the world was Mike Tyson. And I wouldn't have wanted to watch him fight every week.
Right.
I just wouldn't have. I like to watch him fight twice a year, maybe 3 times a year.
Yeah.
You looked forward to the Tyson fight. He was a badass, just like Brock. And he just dominated when he got in the ring. I mean, he'd knock guys out. We'd pay $70 and he knocked out Spinks in like 30 seconds.
Yes.
When he got back, when he got out of prison and all that stuff, and he was on that run, all those pay-per-views were awesome. You know, I mean, that's how I think of Brock Lesnar. I think of him as a main event talent.
Paul Heyman just went into Brock Lesnar's room there.
Yeah, Brock's here, it looks like.
What's gonna happen? Ooh.
But anyways, that's how I feel about the main eventing.
Right.
Like, I want my champion to be a guy that blows the crowd up.
Sorry, Charlie's having a meltdown.
Charlie's agreeing with everything I'm saying. Just kidding. Anyways, I want him to be a main event caliber guy that can get the crowd complete. I don't care if the crowd likes him or hates him.
Right.
As long as the crowd's engaged.
Yes.
100% engaged. And I want it to tear the roof off the place.
Right.
Whether he loses or wins.
Right.
Like last night. Brock Lesnar, that crowd reacted because Brock Lesnar was there. Whether they liked him or hated him. Both sides. And the house blew the roof off. It was literally the loudest match of the night. And it was the last match of the night.
Right.
Plain and simple.
Right, so Joey said that, yes, he agrees with Luke, that yes, the champion should show up every week, even if it's to talk for 5 minutes, they need to let everyone know the champion. Nobody wanted to hear Brock Lesnar talk, by the way. It would have had to been Paul Heyman,
Yeah, Heyman.
that talked for him, because Brock can't talk. Like, it's sad, and it's better that he had Paul Heyman there
The
to do it
mouthpiece.
for him. And then he was making a comment about... about the match that just happened with Drew and Cedric, that Drew feuding with a cruiserweight is embarrassing. Cedric should be feuding with Andrade, and that's true. I mean, they're both good in their own ways and their own sets, but putting them together was an embarrassment for both in a way. I mean,
I thought they had great chemistry.
They did great together. I'm not saying that the match wasn't exciting. They didn't do good together. They did great together, but. Hopefully that's done. Like that one and done
right,
thing.
No, that's
leave it at that. Okay, right. Good. He moves on to somebody else. You know, Cedric goes and licks his wounds wherever he's going, and finds somebody else to have a feud with.
Right, but he's exciting to watch. He's like the Mustafa Ali of Raw. Mustafa Ali's the SmackDown guy, which is crazy because he got injured. Mustafa Ali, and Kofi took his spot.
Oh.
And then the crowd kind of just reacted, and then they pushed Kofi, and then all of a sudden now Kofi's the champion.
Right.
So would Ali have been the champion?
Yes, because he's pretty cool in a way. So. Maybe not for very long. Maybe not as much of a hype as what's happening with Kofi, but Kofi, I'm sure he would have been.
It just allowed a story to play out, and it should have ended last night. I can't believe that was a double count out at a pay-per-view. I was like, what? You can't have a double count out of a major pay-per-view. Like, that means that's still going. That feud's still going to happen. Like, we're going to be talking about that feud tomorrow night. Whether that means they're going to wrestle again tomorrow, or if they're going to wrestle again in a week, or if they're going to wrestle again at Clash of the Champions.
Right.
That feud's still going. And it's weird.
It is weird.
You stop your feuds.
Right? Just stop it. Done.
Well, at SummerSlam, you stop your feuds.
Yeah.
You could start a feud at SummerSlam. or end a feud.
Mhm.
And the same with Mania. You don't. It's not like it's not a halfway point. You don't start a feud a month before and then end it after Mania. It ends at Mania. It ends at SummerSlam.
Right.
You don't. I don't know. That's just weird that they did that one. Double count out. The crowd was pissed.
I know.
This is bullshit.
Yeah, that was bullshit.
This is bullshit.
It was pretty dumb. Joey on your stuff about Mike Tyson said that the prime Mike Tyson he'd watch every day. So Chuck is talking on Brock Lesnar. What is she saying?
Just a few minutes from now.
She's going to have an interview with Paul Heyman in just a few minutes.
Just a few minutes.
No way, Jose. We were just talking about this.
Yeah.
This is a top performer in NXT. This is
No Way Jose and his
what I fear.
conga line he's got.
It's exactly what I fear with the Velveteen Dream. Right there. Congo line.
Weird stuff.
Flamboyance. Instead of pushing him like they could. There he is. Bobby Roode. I haven't seen him in a while. Here's a
Glorious.
This is exactly the match that I was just talking about that they don't do.
Well, there you go. They heard
Here.
you.
I got my
Somebody
way.
was listening.
Bobby Roode versus No Way Jose. Just have a match, for crap's sake. Here we go. Now I'm excited. I got my way, which never happens. By the way. I can watch Mike Tyson highlights every day. I'm not saying I couldn't, but I wouldn't want to watch the $60 pay-per-view every day.
Joey made a comment about what we were talking about, the draw. He said they shouldn't have a draw like that at a pay-per-view, 10 years in the making for that. Right? It was unbelievable. I mean, we were all like slack-jawed. Like, you were so mad, you didn't even know what to say. It was disrespectful on so many levels. It was ridiculous. Just dumb. Glorious.
I love it.
It's soft.
Bobby Roode.
His stuff's fun.
Did
glorious.
they end up signing his partner from Impact Wrestling?
I don't know. Anybody know? Anybody?
I can't think of his name right offhand. It's been a while. Anyways, they were beer money in TNA or Impact. They're back there talking.
Yeah. They're showing Charlie talking with
They're
Paul
going to do
Heyman.
it now? No. Oh, I thought they were going to go to it. I'm like, oh, there's a match going on. But look how big No Way Jose is.
Yeah.
Bobby Roode's not a small dude. And they have him dancing in an Adam Cole, or not Adam Cole, what's that guy's name? Who was the guy that had the rosebuds? Adam Cole, wasn't it? Something like that, Adam Rose.
Adam Rose.
Adam Rose with the rosebuds. They're doing the same thing with No Way Jose.
Ugh. You know what they did with Adam Rose? They got basically deleted him.
He did nothing.
Delete.
I think he went over to Impact and did okay though.
Yeah. He went back to Impact, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are on the same wavelength there.
It's just a waste of talent.
Right?
The WWE just wastes talent. They push 3 guys and waste.
Right.
You almost need like 14 titles on here. They need like in NXT they have the North American Championship.
Right.
Stuff. You almost need the TV Championship.
Bobby Roode's getting him excited. He had the whole crowd saying
I
glorious.
think that's it.
Oh, did he
Jose
get it?
didn't stand a chance.
He's done? Oh, that was short.
The most lopsided, weird.
Glorious.
Maybe that's why they don't do add-in matches.
Maybe because they make him very strange.
Like, what's wrong with No Way Jose? Honestly, let's make a list of everything that's wrong with him. Nothing. He's big, he's strong, he's fast. I don't know how he is on the microphone, but he doesn't talk on the microphone anyway. Bobby Roode's not on the microphone.
Yeah, he doesn't have to be.
I swear, it's all about embarrassing their people. Here we go, Paul Heyman with Chuck.
History was made last night at SummerSlam.
Let me ask you a question, Miss Big Sports Journalist. How come I
I have the exclusive, but you don't? Don't bother answering. It was rhetorical to begin with. Far be it from me to bitch, moan, complain, or kvetch. But here's the exclusive. Earlier today, WWE made a declarative statement. My client,
Not have a rematch.
gets no rematches against Seth Rollins. I explained this. It's Greek. It's blatant.
He's the best speaker, but he's having a hard time, Joey, right now.
He's fun.
He is so upset.
That's Paulie Dangerously. Oh, he just walked off.
He's not even going to talk to her.
It
He's
is not
done.
often that Mr. Heyman has a loss for once.
My guess
Well, speaking
is
of
that
Seth
Brock's
Rollins, he is
going
in action tonight, the new Universal Champion.
to SmackDown, and then at Survivor Series, he's beating Seth Rollins as the champion. Because it'll be champion match, and Fox is going to want their champion to win that match, and that just doesn't happen.
Right.
And so they're going to have Brock beat Rollins at SummerSlam. I'm just guessing.
James Storm. Who's James?
James Storm says that was his part. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Tom.
Yeah. Beer money. They were so much fun. And did they sign him? Does anybody know? Is he going to NXT? Because there was some rumors that he was coming, and that would be perfect to tag those two back up.
Perfectly seasoning our Hillshire.
Well, what's a better name than Beer Money?
So
For your tag team.
you can end up crafting a perfect
I don't know. I'm sure other people would think of something else.
Beer Money.
Beer money.
Just a couple rednecks.
Right?
They were fun though. But anyways, that's just my guess with the Rollins.
Right.
Anything to be said? Anyways?
Joey just asked, who should the Fiend attack next?
Right? Like, should it be a?
Should it
well,
be
first of all, let's see who's
a legend.
Who's the top baby faces?
Oh,
Right.
he can attack.
This is what we were just talking about. Who's their baby faces? You got Miz,
Right.
which would be fun, back and forth. I guess some banter there. Having the Fiend on Miz TV, interesting. I can't find any baby faces in my head. There's got to be. Who else is on there? Who have we seen so far even tonight? I feel like I need a wrestler list or something.
Ricochet.
You could do Ricochet.
Well, of course, Seth.
They're not going to push him on Seth already. That would be
Sami Zayn.
suicide. No, he's not a baby
He's
face.
kind of
He just
there.
told the fans that he's retarded.
Let's see, who else was it that was on there?
I'm trying to think of top baby faces. I can't even think of top baby faces. That's how many heels they have right now in WWE. But it'll be somebody that's a little unexpected. Maybe somebody that hasn't been around for a minute. I mean, that they're going to start pushing again. I mean, the worst thing they could possibly do, which I'm just throwing this out here just for fun, but is the 24/7 stuff. That would be dumb. I mean, they're not going to do that. That's
right.
beneath him, anyways.
Right.
I want him to go to SmackDown because they've got more baby faces over there. SmackDown's got Kofi Kingston. SmackDown's got Roman Reigns. SmackDown's got the baby faces that Raw doesn't have.
Terry's saying, imagine it was Braun Strowman.
There you go. That'd be kind of fun. And I haven't seen Braun for a while either.
I guess he's hurt or something.
Well, he's got really bad knees, and they make him run all the time. And the worst thing you can have is a guy that's almost 7 foot running with bad knees.
Right.
Like, whoever draws these storylines up is just like,
You're like, you have bad news, we're going to make you run a lot.
nothing
and up and
looks less
downstairs.
coordinated. Here's the Revival. I love the Revival. Do you guys like the Revival? They're going up against Lucha House Party.
Luke's saying something that maybe Strowman got to Impact.
I wouldn't doubt if he did. You could just get buried in this. He probably talked to like EC3 or somebody, and they're like, no. Bobby Roode, no. Stay away.
Right.
We'll leave here eventually.
Yeah, Muy Caliente. We went to
But the money's better here, obviously.
Oh, the Revival With a double team
guy
now
flying?
on Lindsay Dorado.
What you got?
This guy
Oh, the
that's in the
lucha.
ring right now.
The lucha?
Looking to get back in the tag team title on, of course, the
Is it like covered in
brothers
space?
Anderson Gallows of the OC, the current Raw Tag Team
Is that where that's
champions.
coming from?
Well, it's just
OC with a lot of gold.
oh,
to bring
okay.
now.
Maybe it's the way his mask is, and he
That's
just
what
has stuff over his mask.
I love the Revival. Like I said, they remind me of the Andersons or the Minnesota Wrecking Crew, however you remember them. Ole and Iron Anderson.
So Tom wants the Fiend to attack Andrade.
Yeah, obviously. Look at this.
Andrade's
We get
a
it.
heel.
Once they get moving, they're
we get it. You don't like Andrade. I think we understand that completely now.
I want Braun Strowman to be Andrade. Here comes R-Truth. He's interrupting the match.
R-Truth is the 24/7. It's the 24/7.
He's getting chased by Drake Maverick and the crew.
Oh,
Carmella
just tricked
Carmella just tripped him. Drake Maverick went head first. It looks like we got another battle royal here.
Right? Oh.
Not quite sure why they're attacking everyone else, but nonetheless.
Right?
Ooh!
R-Truth
is
beating up
done.
the Revival?
He's getting beat by the Revival.
Ooh, wow. They're doubling up on him.
The Revival is now the 24/7 champion. The team. They both
Just
pinned
took
it.
it. They're like, yay!
So the Revival are now the 24/7 champion.
Oh.
So do both of them have to be pinned at the same time?
I don't know. How would that work? Ooh.
I don't know how that would work.
Right? It didn't work anyways.
Oh, R-Truth.
Oh, go Carmella!
R-Truth is now the 24/7 champion.
She literally pulled R-Truth on top of him.
He didn't even know he lost it.
He
Now
didn't
he's
even know he
champion.
lost. And now he won it again. And she's like, yay!
You did it!
You did it! You're amazing! And he's like, I won!
So is everybody down? Everybody came out, now nobody's there. They're like up the ring to themselves. R-Truth is like, should we leave? Or run away! There's Titus. I can't believe Titus O'Neil's in this stuff. This has got to be the most entertaining thing on Raw, but...
Even the ref ran with him.
Well, yeah, they have to have a referee.
Oh, Drake, he's all broken with his wanted posters.
He's got his wanted. Oh, geez. Well, because he can't consummate his wedding until he's the champion. That's why every time you see him, he's always doing the fake hair humping and stuff. He's like, I want to consummate with my wife.
Somebody drops an ample on him.
The Bugs Bunny gap. They're hiding under the stage.
Oh man, those two are funny. I'm glad they put them together.
That's too much. Anyways. They only push so many guys. I bet you if you took a tally every week of the wrestlers, there's maybe only like 15 that make the TV besides that.
Right?
747, 48-7, 24-7, 7-11 European TV channel.
24/7.
John Cena, combined.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Is
Who
that
is
Elias?
It's Elias.
Not Elias.
Oh! Ew, he's getting
Elias gonna be 24
Elias is
champion.
behind. Oh, he just whacked our truth with his guitar.
Elias is gonna be 24 champion.
Elias is
now the
24/7 champ.
24/7 champion.
Three-time champion.
He's a 3-time champion.
Elias better get out of there.
You better get out of there.
When's Elias gonna get pinned?
That dance break didn't pay off.
I think we just saw the title change hands like, what, 4 times?
Almost. Something like that.
1, 2, 3. So 3 times. That's a lot.
Joe says maybe keep the attacks to Raw and SmackDown and have the Fiend just fight pay-per-view. Then he'd really be a main attraction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
Why
about.
not? Stuff like that. Almost
you don't.
like an Undertaker
You don't
thing.
want to have him come out every week with that entrance. That entrance is
no.
too good. You don't want to. You don't want it to get stale.
Yeah, it would get stale. People would get upset.
You got to just have the Funhouse stuff.
Hi, Will. Thanks for stopping by. He says it should be the Fiend versus Demon Balor.
Exactly. No, absolutely.
I think they might bring him. Yeah, you know that would be kind of fun if they did do that.
Would they do it at the Royal Rumble? Or would they have to wait till Mania? How long is Baylor going to be gone? Because I know he requested some time off because he's getting married.
Yeah, so
So
Joey had mentioned something, the Fiend can't lose for a long time, avoid the Demon for a bit, and Luke laughed about that. But yeah, so Finn Balor, he asked for some time off. He is, for real in real life, he's getting married. Who's he getting married to again?
she's the YouTube
Some
personality
YouTube personality.
of WWE. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's
But
right.
if you watch the WWE YouTube channel, she's their main anchor.
Ah, nice.
He's been with her for 3 or 4 years.
Nice.
Boys, you're too young. I know, it's fudged up.
Luke Riley said about Carmella and R-Truth being the second best thing in WWE.
Yeah.
Right? It's just hilarious.
It's a
They are
lot of
so
fun.
good together, and the funny, goofy stuff they do. Oh, man, through the pay-per-view, they did some funny stuff through them, too. That was hilarious. When they showed the announcers, and they were the Canadian announcers, oh my God. It was so funny. Drake's, like, going down the line with this little wanted poster, and they're, have you seen them? Are you them? Have you seen them? He gets to where the Canadian announcers are, and they're nowhere to be found.
It's an empty table. Right now we're at a commercial, but we are watching Monday Night Monday Night Raw live.
Yeah, we are. We're watching it.
We just watched the 24/7 championship change hands 3 times.
Something like that.
It went to the Revival, and then back to R-Truth.
And then to Elias. Yes.
And then they went to commercial. So I don't know if they're going to have Elias be champion for a day or so. Does that mean
Maybe.
Elias will be on SmackDown tomorrow? Actually, Elias is the greatest thing that's ever happened to SmackDown, right? Isn't that what... He just got drafted to SmackDown.
Did he?
And he was their greatest accusation. Say it wrong. What am I saying?
I don't know what you're saying.
When you get something, accusation? Accusation.
There you go.
No, is that right?
No.
Accusation. You really don't know that word?
I know what word you're trying to say, but I don't know if you're saying it right.
When you get it, an
You acquire it.
Yeah, but they call it an accu something. Anyways, when you get something, acquiring, but it's an acquirer. Anyways.
We're not going to pretend we know English.
What the hell is that? I can't believe you don't know. An accusation, right?
Sure.
Accusation. That doesn't sound right. I'm saying it wrong. Anyways, Elias is the best accusation. It's that zish that's throwing me. I don't think that's right. On SmackDown. Vince McMahon actually came down and drafted him. Accusation.
So, Joey made a comment and he says that he thinks that Truth and Carmella have to be dating well. And that isn't true at all. And Luke gives us the information. Truth is married. Yeah, he is. I'm pretty sure he's married. I agree with that statement. He says that they put Carmella with Truth to keep her away from the drama with Corey. So they said R-Truth is a safe spot for Carmella.
Was Corey after or something?
Corey Graves or something?
Yeah, they had a messy breakup.
Oh, yeah, that's right. There's your word.
What is it? Accusation? Accusation. Can you say it?
Accusation? Yeah, that looks right.
Have you not used it or something?
It's back on. Corey Graves is talking. They're having a meeting with the
Renee Young looks great. We are watching Monday Night Raw.
Yes, Luke, from the word acquire.
Accusation. I was saying it right.
Accusation.
Accusation. Accusation. Isn't that what I was saying?
Yes. Yes, your face. You can move on from your word.
Well, not really. Not until you get it. You're the one that's not getting it.
We're showing their highlights with the Roman Reigns stuff. I wonder how many times we're gonna play this baloney butt on here. And we got,
They've got to play it up. It's for tomorrow. We'll definitely find out a lot more tomorrow night on this because Rowan's attacked Buddy Murphy because Buddy Murphy had told him that he had done it.
Right, because he name dropped.
Yeah, keep my name out your mouth. They're playing this way up. They're showing us everything.
Yeah, they're giving us
So
all the rundown again.
So is Reigns going to be attacked more?
I hope so.
Or are they just going to start showing who it was so they can build up? Because the next pay-per-view is the 15th.
Well, it's going to have to because we thought Roman Reigns and Buddy Murphy were going to have a match. They did not. Buddy Murphy had a match with, what's his name? Apollo Crews. And then that got interrupted by Rowan. Rowan came out and beat the poo out of him. Buddy Murphy. He beat up Buddy Murphy.
So Murphy
and
won.
literally told him, you know, keep your name out of your mouth or something.
My name out of your mouth, yeah.
Keep my name out of your mouth. So that's some stuff. And then,
What's right here?
yeah, we're going to watch the last
I mean, they're showing
Tuesday
us all. I guess
SmackDown.
they don't have any wrestling to go on right now.
No.
This is what I'm talking about.
They have
Like,
to
why do they have
give
to
us
play this?
filler.
First of all, this is a SmackDown thing.
Yeah, we're raw, people.
And there could be a wrestling match right now.
So Luke gave you some more background on the Corey stuff. She and Corey, Carmella and Corey, cheated on Corey's wife, and his wife leaked it on Twitter. And then Joey, in his smart remark, is funny. Luke is like a Wikipedia for WWE. Right? Stuff that we don't know about because I don't like go look at the drama.
I try to follow it as much as I can. Like, I'm not usually blindsided. But
there's
I don't catch
so
the news
much.
every day.
But there is so much like that.
Oh. Like, Bray cheated with JoJo,
Right.
and now they just had a baby.
Right.
Like, I know a lot.
So, Little Fettuccine wants to know what's happened so far. Go for it.
Well, we started out, so we got a main event coming up tonight. We got AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins, the Cult, or whatever they're called, the club. They came out and got with Rollins, and AJ demanded a match, and Rollins accepted.
Yeah. So we've got that coming up. That's one of the main events.
We had Becky Lynch last night beating Natalya. Natalya's coming out right now, but Becky Lynch came down and said that she wants other women to attack her before she attacks them.
Yeah, she's got a lot of cleaning up to do.
We had Andrade Cien Almas versus Rey Mysterio, and it was a 2 out of 3 match, and Andrade beat him the first 2 falls. Rey was pretty embarrassed. He kept saying family, family, and he was crying when he was asked what he's going to do. So, is he going to retire? We don't know.
We had The Miz versus Dolph. Dolph came down to the ring like he was really hurt and just all beat up, and he wasn't going to wrestle and everything like this. And The Miz was like, whatever, turned his back, and Dolph threw off his blazer jacket and attacked him from behind before the match was even started.
Did you watch SummerSlam last night? If you did, when Goldberg attacked him a couple times after the match, The Miz did the same thing, came down to him with the skull-crushing finale after the match, after he had already won.
Yep.
What else do we have?
We had the McIntyre versus Cedric Alexander that
Cedric
was in there.
Alexander and Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre pretty much controlled that whole match. They had pretty good chemistry, but McIntyre hit him with the Claymore. Got him with the 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring.
We had some 24/7 action.
Oh, some 24/7.
It started out basically with the Luchadors and the Revival out in the ring wrestling, and
And I guess this is the part.
the 24/7
Everybody
R-Truth and
came
Carmella were running down with Drake following
Maverick
them.
tailing close behind.
Carmella tripped
him. Everybody else comes out. The Revival gets in the ring. Bunch of chaos on the outside. The Revival pins R-Truth, both members. R-Truth then
is out. He's
is
completely out.
Carmella grabs and pulls him back onto one of the Revival, gets the belt back. He goes backstage. They do some Bugs Bunny stuff. Comes back out around the stage, and
They're in the back talking, Carmella and R-Truth, and
Guitar
Elias
player,
comes
Elias.
with his guitar, whacks him in the back of the head, and takes the 24/7
and
belt.
now Elias is your 24/7
Yes.
champ.
No,
and now Natalya is getting an MRI tomorrow, and she's crying.
Right.
Dad spoke to me.
Yeah, so it was Miz and Dolph again. Yep. And there hasn't been a tag team match yet. Nope.
Nope.
No actual tag team matches. They have.
Bliss and Cross is coming up soon.
Yeah, we should have versus the Kabuki Warriors should be coming up. But yeah.
Who do you think's gonna win that one?
Yeah, who do you think's gonna win that one?
Are you excited for the ladies tag team champion?
No.
I was asking him.
Oh, I don't get an answer.
The boss is back
Ooh.
in Toronto. Here she is.
So it is. So she is. You were kind of asking and wondering if she was gonna
I
come
thought
back.
she was gonna come back last night, and she is back.
So we now have Sasha Banks out here. I know that not Natalia, but hasn't Becky been kind of calling her out on
Yeah,
Twitter?
Becky told her she quit on WWE and that.
So
This is the first time we've seen her since WrestleMania.
Right? And she's usually really mean to the fans and stuff, so
She's hugging some fans.
so maybe she knows these girls or something. I don't know. But
No, she's nice to them there. She's just mean at airports and then they're hugging her at home. She's got her hands on her heart.
Right.
Is she going to be a baby face? I don't see
I
that.
don't know. But I mean, Natalia seems pretty happy, so I don't know if it's going to be a versus. Lil Fettuccine has asked if it's a Natalia versus Sasha. Sounds good. I don't think so.
Well,
Yeah,
right
they're
now
hugging.
she says she's getting an MRI. She's got her arm in a sling from last night's.
So they're
she's
hugging
crying.
and crying and all the weird girl stuff that's happening.
She said your dad's up in heaven looking down on you. Oh!
Okay, now
Banks
she's
just jacked her.
And she ripped off her wig and she has blue hair.
She has different hair. She's got bright blue hair and she just jacked Natalia. She took off her wig. She's got a new look.
Her purple wig's gone. She's got blue hair. She's beating the crap out of Natalia
Natalia's
right
getting
now.
jacked.
I mean, she's just punching her and punching her. She's the worst.
He hated her. Corey has always hated her. I love it. She's the worst. Natalia is getting beat.
Luke, you're right. She's beating up Natalia, so I'm pretty sure she's a heel.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She
After
can't
she
be
said
nice.
your dad's looking down on you from heaven, she turned and elbowed her right in the face.
Yes. Threw her out of the ring. She's just, oh.
She's holding her head up right now. She's gonna
Oh,
smack
you gonna
it.
cry some more? Here, let me help you cry some more.
She's gonna be the main heel here pretty soon.
Right? Oh, threw Natalia right into the stairs. Ooh.
Now is Becky gonna come out?
I don't know.
Or will they do that? Because Becky's supposedly a heel, but she's kind of the neutral heel.
Right?
She's more along the lines of I'm just a badass like Randy Orton.
Luke, I called it. This makes me happy.
I said it a couple times last night.
Yeah, that you were hoping that Sasha would come back. You're hoping we'd see her. So yes, Luke, yeah. There's lots of happy happening.
Sasha Banks right now is beating Natalia on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, just
it's not a match, it's just a beating.
Yeah, it's not a match. She's just beating the poop out of her. She's getting a chair. She's
Sasha's
getting a chair.
got the chair.
Yeah. She's got the
I don't
chair.
want to sound sexist, but she has the best butt in the company. Old pervert, I know.
Now she's stomping her. She's stomping on her arm that's supposedly bad.
Supposedly, she's got it in a well, she had it in a sling.
There's
The
no sling anymore.
Here she comes.
Uh-oh.
Becky Lynch is coming down
Becky's
right now.
coming down, and Sasha looks so
She's
happy.
just chirping on her way down. I'm the man. And now Becky, this is it. They're brawling. Full out brawl right in the middle of the ring. Red and blue hair flying everywhere. Orange and blue hair flying
Right,
everywhere.
basically, right? It's like an orangish red, but yeah, they're just punching each other's faces.
Becky just got her down.
She's going after her. She threw her out of the ring. They're still. Oh, wow, that was a
Banks got her
good
good.
uppercut right there.
I think Banks is a little hurt. She's reaching for her jaw.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Sasha's got her.
Right?
This is perfect. This is exactly what they need.
Right? Somebody just beat the living piss out of her. You can hard to.
This is going to be good.
Trash talking as
Yeah.
nasty as she's ever been.
Oh, Sasha Sasha's getting the chair.
got the chair. Becky's bent over.
She's gonna beat her. It's gonna happen.
Here it is.
Whack!
Whack!
The first hit.
Well, here comes another.
Ooh, whack!
Hit me again, Ike, and put some steak on it.
Ooh! Oh, and
she
again.
hit her in the head
Oh,
there.
and again. And again.
She got Becky in the back of the head.
Oh! Ooh!
You're really not supposed to hit him in the head.
Oh!
She's got her in the arm really good too. The crowd is booing her.
Bam! Ooh, there's a whole bunch of refs now, and she's gonna hit them with the chair too.
She's like, "Come get it."
Come on, come
You
get
want
my
the chair? Come get it.
You want it?
I have no idea what has got into Becky.
Yeah!
But it's got some sort of explanation. It's not new, Cole.
Oh.
She's been this person.
Corey, this ain't new, Cole. She's always been this way.
This little cheese with a despicable human
Right?
being. Everything is about Sasha.
Everything is about Sasha.
Oh, I love Corey.
Where's your balls now, huh, Becky?
Where's your balls now, Becky?
Where's your balls now, Becky? The man.
Oh, she got thrown into the steel stairs too. That's enough. Get out of here.
She looks good with blue hair. The boss is back.
Boss is back in a serious way indeed, Renee. Good way to put it.
I thought for sure if she, well, no, I kind of had an idea she'd be on Raw. I was thinking she might go to SmackDown and get the belt from Bayley, because it would have been a better.
Yeah, ooh, ooh.
She ain't done. She's halfway back up the ramp. She just turned around.
Smiling,
Oh, maybe
laughing.
she's done.
She had a good time, I think.
You're watching Monday Night Raw.
We're just watching the boss's butt move in the back right there.
You can't help but see it.
Right? Little Fettuccine says Sasha versus Ember would be good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they would be pretty good
I'd
together.
like to see that.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like first we're going to have the boss
Yeah.
and Becky.
I think it's what comes back to, Luke mentioned it too, but when Becky was doing her interview with Chuck in the back, that she mentioned earlier she's going after those who wronged her. And she did. She, they did have their Twitter, whatever was happening.
Right.
He says Sasha called her out on Twitter, and now Sasha comes back.
Oh, I thought it was, either way, it doesn't matter.
Right.
I just heard that, she had quit on WWE, something, and then Sasha was talking trash back. And
Right.
Either way, I'm excited. I like both of them, so I could care less who wins.
Right?
I love those matches. I love the matches where I'm just like, if Sasha's the new champion, give her the belt.
Awesome.
Now remember, if Sasha Banks wins a championship, she's never defended it successfully, ever.
Right.
Well, maybe in NXT, but on the main roster. She's won the belt and lost it the next time she defended it.
Right.
So she's never actually defended the title.
Mm. So, Little Fettuccine was saying something about Becky versus Sasha steel cage match at Clash of Champions.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Becky will bring her balls.
Maybe. I don't know. Sasha asked her where they were.
Where's your balls now, Becky?
And then smacked her.
And then Becky started kicking her like a girl getting beat up. Like, seriously.
Right? So, and I'll let you take this next one. I'll ask you the question because it's like a dude question. So, how ripped does Sasha look? Is she in great shape after all her time off?
She looks amazing.
There you go.
She honestly looks so good. I can't help it. My favorite part of Sasha Banks' entrance is when she comes out and she throws her hips.
Mm-hmm.
And then when she starts walking, she throws a hip in front of the next one.
Right.
No other of the women walk like that. I'm just like, every time I watch her walk down to the ring.
Now you have your answer, Luke.
Yeah. She looks good.
So that was a fun surprise. That
Yeah,
was kind of nice. I'm glad they did something like that. That really makes it way exciting.
Sasha brings more excitement to the women's division. She really does. Like, when she was there, she's been gone, and it's like, who are they going to have? Like, what are they going to do? And they bring up the people like Ember Moon from NXT,
Mm-hmm.
but then they don't push them.
Right.
Banks does pretty good on the microphone.
Yes,
So
she does.
this is going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be a fun back and forth.
Yeah.
The man's going to get her revenge next week. It's going to happen. Like, Becky's gonna beat the shit out of her next week because that's how it works, right? Like,
Right.
So this is gonna get good. I am getting excited.
So, Little Fettuccine just asked this is a fun question. What temperature do you think Brock likes his steak cooked at? I'm going to go with rare.
Because he's a beast.
I'm going to go with rare.
Maybe he likes it like Trump. Maybe he likes it cooked all the way brown and uses ketchup. Honestly, that's how I thought steak was cooked. All the way done with ketchup when I was a kid. I didn't know. That's how my grandma cooked it. When the fire alarm would go off, it was done.
So Luke wants to know, does she look better than super muscle Trish? LOL.
Yeah, she looks better. Trish has a bigger upper body. But nobody competes with Sasha downstairs. Maybe Amber or Mandy Rose. I was going to call her Amber.
Randy?
Anyway,
maybe Mandy Rose.
Mandy Rose has a nice butt. But Sasha Banks, her shorts just work.
Yes.
Like, they fit.
Yeah. Well, and Bliss, you know, in her biscuit butt a little bit there. So, I mean, if you want to throw butts around.
And she's just pretty. And the blue hair makes her face look really good.
Why did Sasha Banks do this?
Wants to know what our favorite Dwayne The Rock Johnson movie.
Question's not on my man. Not on my
I like Hercules, but Central Intelligence is really good.
Right? I like Central Intelligence. I
like
but I
Ancient-
do like him as Hercules. I do like him in that movie.
There's a whole bunch of other ones.
Yeah, there is.
Like that one where he goes after Stifler. Down in South America.
Oh, yeah.
And then the rundown.
Oh, yeah.
And then the one where he's at.
It's the Viking
Here comes the Viking
Raiders!
Raider. They'll probably wrestle some firemen or something.
That we won't know who they are.
Some local
Just
indie
some
guys.
Poor local guys that are going to get their butts beat to death.
I never know who these jobbers are. Whatever happened to Darren Young? He's the one that came out being gay. He was Titus O'Neil's partner.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't know.
Where are they now? They need that show.
They probably have that.
Dominated the battlefields of Raw.
Choppers again. Little Fettuccine said that. Choppers again.
I don't understand it. Why not have him wrestle Apollo Crews and Titus O'Neil or just somebody else? Like, they don't have to be a great team.
You want to know how tough the man on the left is, Eric?
Maybe it's because they're Raiders. And if you go back into Viking times,
One of these two, and I'm pretty sure it's the skinnier one, is married to that Sarah Logan.
Carter Mason and Sebastian Swab. These are the people that they are wrestling by the
If
way.
that guy weighs 170 pounds, I'll give you $1.
Right, the skinniest one just got thrown out of the ring, but he was really trying hard to, you know,
Not be thrown out of the ring.
not be through.
Scary agility from 300
Little Fettuccine wants to know where's AOP at.
One of them's injured.
One of them's injured.
But yes, that's what I want to see. And we were just talking about that a little bit ago.
He just threw that guy on top of the other guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm surprised he didn't just suplex him on there. Anyways, he's married to that Sarah Logan.
Which one?
The guy with the skinnier one.
The tiny one that's getting his butt beat right now?
No, the Viking.
Oh, okay.
She's Viking. They live Viking. They eat Viking. They drink Viking. They live Viking. They had a Viking wedding in real life. So this is like kind of a real life style.
Sarah Logan?
She was in the riot. The riot.
Is she the pretty one?
That's not more.
Oh. So she was
The big girl one. Full figure.
Oh, okay.
She kind of wore like the skins.
Oh, alright. Oh, they took it outside of the ring. Holy Hannah, he just
Why is
ran
this
into
match
him with his
lasting
knee.
so long?
I don't know. Maybe
This is just a freaking.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, he threw
I
him
think
10
this
feet
is
up in
done.
the air.
I think we're done.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah.
Gonna take one.
I'm sure you guys didn't want to hear us talk about that match. The carnage that was happening. Look at this guy.
He's smiling.
Was he?
Yeah, I think it was a smile. Maybe it was a cringe.
He's upside down with his legs spread. Look at this. So he's 6 feet. So 7, 8, probably 8.5 feet.
Right?
Vertically up in the air.
Wow.
Down.
We said it once, we'll say it again. It's time to join the raid. Or go down trying to fight.
Favorite
Main event later on tonight.
rock movie.
Right?
It's got mine's gotta be.
Yeah. That one is pretty good. I like that one too.
It's got so many.
It's probably one of my
My daughter's already seen Hobbs and Shaw twice.
Alexa Bliss and
So
Nikki
I think
Cross.
that's her favorite. Well, I bet Essential Intelligence.
Yeah, Essential
Here they are.
This has been a very
Biscuit
exciting
Butt
but also
and
busy
Nikki
time
Cross.
for you. Last night you successfully defended your titles at SummerSlam
Alexa
against
Bliss,
the
that was
Iconics, and
disrespectful.
tonight you will defend your titles
She's
against
a
the
goddess.
Kabuki Warriors.
Yeah, Charlie. Because unlike our former chatty champions, the Iconics, Nikki and I are fighting champions. And we're going to defend our titles using more than just our words.
And this is more than I ever could have imagined, and I've got Lexi to thank for that.
Aw, Nikki.
Dad.
So much trying to give me all the credit.
Dad.
Thank you.
If anything bad happens,
And apparently, when it's us two
What?
against the world, we get results.
Dad is in my room right now, and I don't want them to growl on you.
Women's tag team titles on the
That's
line
fine.
next.
Wait, watch. I'm gonna be a genius. Ready?
There you go.
There you go. So Luke wanted to know what happened to creepy Lars Sullivan.
I don't know. That's an interesting question. I know he had severe anxiety, and before he got called up, he was supposed to be on Raw like a month or two before he actually got on Raw, and he had a panic attack, and so he couldn't go on. And then he got some counseling and some medication, and then he got on, and he showed up and he started doing it. So I don't know if he kind of relapsed or what, but yeah, they were pushing him big.
Oh, wow.
Big time, and that would be he was around for such a short, coffee or whatever they call it, a cup of coffee, that I almost forgot that he was there.
Right?
He was a freak. He's kind of weird shaped, like a big monster.
Huh.
Have you not seen him?
I think so. I think I have.
He's just kind of like a big monster.
I'm pretty sure I have, because I'm pretty sure he said something about what he looked like.
He had severe anxiety, so
Aw.
I don't know if that's getting under control or what.
Mm.
I mean, he was better down at NXT. He wrestled all the time, and their crowd seemed to be okay size, but they're a little bit small, 7,000 instead of 17.
Right? You can't find anything more about him? Like, what happened with him? Luke's saying he can't find anything about him, is why.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Oh, well, I guess we're kind of waiting on looking at that.
I'm going to look it up.
Yeah. Will Fettuccine asks, Brett or Sean?
Oh. I liked them both in their tag teams. I liked the Rockers, and I liked the Hart Foundation. I don't know where you were at that era. So I liked them prior to being singles wrestlers. But I don't know. I think Sean was the... Oh my gosh, that's a hard one. I think Sean was the better showman, and Brett was the better wrestler. The excellence of execution.
Right.
And then the showstopper. But Mr. WrestleMania. That's a hard one, man. Like I said, I liked them in their tag teams, the Rockers. I remember watching Shawn Michaels in the 80s in the AWA.
Oh, okay.
Like they were literally on ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
They still, I don't know if they still show it on ESPN, but every once in a while, like on ESPN Classics or something, they'll show the old AWA stuff.
Huh.
It's pretty cool. Like you get to see like the old guys on there. The Von Erichs. Sorry, you don't have to go that far back.
Right.
But anyways, I would probably have to go with Brett, because I think if Brett wasn't leaving, then the Montreal Screwjob would have never happened. But he was leaving to go to WCW.
Oh.
And he wanted to drop the title on Monday. He didn't want to drop it in his hometown.
Oh.
And Vince told him to F off, and basically, but he didn't tell him. He said, okay, we'll do that tomorrow. And, but anyways, he told the referee, and Brett says, you do not screw me over to the referee. And the referee even going out to the ring said, I'm not. And right after Brett left, right into his ear, it's over tonight.
Yeah.
And so right when Sean put him in the sharpshooter or whatever he put him in. The referee tapped him out and it was over. And Bret got up and started spitting on Vince McMahon, literally yelling and spitting on him. I didn't even know that Vince McMahon was the owner. I thought he was spitting at some announcer. Like, and that's when Vince became the bad guy.
Right?
Here they come.
All right.
Alexa Bliss.
Here's Bliss and Cross versus the Kabuki Warriors.
Yeah, geez. Got right down there?
Listen.
Luca made a comment about Sonya Deville from Absolution and Mandy Rose's friends, the game.
Yeah, no, I know them.
Yeah.
I like them. No, I was talking about Titus O'Neil and Darren Young. They were...
Yeah, they were a tag team for a long time. Millions of dollars for a long time.
And then he came out as gay, but I mean, I'm pretty sure people would have known already, but I meant publicly. And then he just disappeared.
Yeah, he was around for a little while, and then he just,
They kind of tried to push him both single, but he disappeared.
It's true. While we're waiting for their little updates here, we got Little Felchini asked about The Rock or Stone Cold.
Ooh. Stone Cold had such a short amount of time, he was like a supernova. Because he wasn't big in WCW. He was stunning Steve Austin. Then he came over to, what was that called, the hardcore stuff? ECW. And then that's where he turned into Hulk Hogan there. Literally he'd wear Hulk Hogan stuff. Just because he hated Hulk Hogan. And then he came to WCW, or WWF, and they pushed him as Austin 316 because of the Snake feud. But, gosh, The Rock, I don't know. Probably Austin. I kind of like Austin.
So here's the reason for Paige isn't going to be around.
Tonight because I have to undergo another neck surgery. But all is well and good because the Kabuki Warriors are going to be facing off against Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. And I know that they're going to win, and I know they're going to be bringing home the WWE Women's Tag Team titles.
So she's very confident that the Kabuki Warriors are going to win the Tag Team Championship match tonight with the women.
Here we go. Monday Night Raw. The Kabuki Warriors, Nikki Cross, and Alexa Bliss, the goddess. It's for the championship. Who do you guys want to see win?
Yeah.
I want to see some comments. Who's going to win it?
The Kabuki Warriors!
Kairi Sane.
And
Asuka.
They are the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss.
Right?
What are you talking about? Of course it's cute. That's Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, but they're tag team champions. Cole, don't minimize their accomplishments.
Last night you were talking about being Disney characters, and tonight you're all loving them again.
I told you, I got a little bit emotional. It's Toronto. The air pressure's different. The water here's terrible.
What did you
The
say?
water's terrible.
I told her I was sorry for misjudging her.
But nonetheless, it's Alexa going to start things off with
Alexa's starting the match.
In this matchup for the women's
new.
tag team
I always
title.
just thought
I
Cross
also
would
have it on
carry
good
him.
authority from my sources that both the goddess and
Biscuit
Nikki Cross
butt.
have been inoculated
Oh.
for any pirate diseases.
Right?
Amongst other things.
Kari Sane was going to punch her, but Alexa ducked and she got flicked in the forehead by Kari Sane.
He's like,
Waistline, whips Alexa across the ring.
She's like, where'd you go?
this should be an interesting one.
And Asuka.
Why is Asuka already in the match? Did she tag her?
I think so.
They're always in the ring together.
How
is that not 5 seconds? The referee's not even counting.
Rolls out of harm's way. Nikki Cross knocked off the apron as well. And Asuka.
Asuka with the
down Bliss.
butt to
And Kari
face.
takes out
And
Cross.
Kari is taking out Cross. We're outside of the ring. Asuka's getting Bliss back in the
There's
ring.
Asuka into the cover to win the women's tag team gold.
You're not gonna win it like that.
Tag team title match continues live.
This is an interesting match. They're already going to commercial in the middle of the match. Why
Right.
did they just stop? Wait.
I don't know.
Anyways, we're at commercial break. We got the Kabuki Warriors, Alexa Bliss, and Nikki Cross.
Mm-hmm.
Paige is not there. She's getting another neck surgery this week.
But she's confident that the Kabuki Warriors are going to win. So
Paige is definitely with her girls.
Yes, totally.
That's what you would say.
Yes.
Anyways, did anybody say who they wanted to win?
Yeah, Luke says the Kabuki Warriors need to win, honestly. But we know Bliss is Vince's pick, so
yeah. I like Alexa Bliss myself. The Kabuki Warriors. Is it just me, or is it weird that Paige is their manager? And when I say that, not because Paige is obviously one of the best talkers out of the women,
right?
But her size difference is so noticeable because she's so tall. Paige is really tall.
Right,
She's
yeah,
like
she is.
5'10". She's like taller than Charlotte, but you don't know it because she doesn't look it. But when they're next to each other, she's taller than Charlotte. You're like, oh, she's tall. Or tall as Charlotte. I don't know if she's taller, but she's tall.
Right.
And then Oxa.
Oscar.
Anyways, I'm not here tonight. My brain's checked out. Can't even speak English anymore. Anyway, and they can't speak English, so they need the mouthpiece.
Right.
But the size difference is just weird. Your manager's not supposed to be so much bigger than you. You know what I mean? Like Brock Lesnar's not smaller than Paul Heyman. I don't know. In the stables of old, the managers didn't tower over their competition.
But you don't have anybody else that could have been their manager. Paige is the only one that would be a good pick because she isn't wrestling. She cannot wrestle anymore ever. She's unfortunately done.
Well, that's what her surgery is for a herniated disc from that night.
Yes.
From Sasha Banks.
Yes, from the Sasha Banks one. Yes.
The kick to the back of the head.
Yes.
Or to the actually, she kicked her right in the upper back, and it made her head snap back.
Yeah.
But she had the injury predating that.
Yes.
That was kind
that
of
was
the
just
camel's back straw thing.
It exasperated what was going on.
Yeah, and so, anyways, enough of the information stuff. I'm surprised they didn't call it the Asian Connection, by the way. I think that they would have years ago.
You know what? It would have been different, though, if let's say that one of them was from China and one was from Japan, or one of them was from a different Asian country. I could see that, but because they're both from Japan, that would really make sense.
That anymore. It's probably politically incorrect.
Is it?
To say the Asian Connection. But I mean, that's something that Vince cares so little.
It's called Asia. What difference would that make? They're Asians.
I'm just saying that Vince is he hates tag teams so bad that I could just see him coming up with such an atrocious name. The Kabuki Warriors is actually pretty cool.
Right.
Call them the Kabukis or something. I don't know exactly what that means. I'll probably have to Google it.
You'll have to look up what Kabuki is.
I'm sure it's something cool.
It's interesting.
And we're back live.
For the women's tag team titles,
We've been live the whole time.
So
in control right now. The
yes, we're back. Well, it looks like Luke knows a little bit about why Paige is kind of more involved with him. I guess he said that Paige helped train Kari in NXT. Plus Triple H wants Paige to stay with WWE and help train newcomers. Yes, Luke, we understand that Paige is going to be a face of WWE for a long time.
She should be. If she would have never got hurt, she's their main.
Yeah, she would have been the champion.
She preceded this Revolution. I mean, she was the tip of the spear with the Revolution.
Yes. So right now we have Kari and Cross in the middle of the ring.
Alexa Bliss, former champion, 3-time Raw Women's Champ, 2-time SmackDown.
Also Genius and Goddess.
Also Genius and Goddess.
Yes.
Alexa Bliss is a 5-time champion.
Once upon a time,
and a goddess and a genius.
Right? Woman in WWE. Lately, Asuka hasn't really been as dominant as she once was. Boom!
Ooh.
This could be a pivotal night in the career of the Empress of Tomorrow.
Asuka's just right into it tonight, isn't she? She's just bouncing around. Her energy is just top
She's
notch.
hitting them with yes kicks.
Skilled strikers.
She kicked Nikki Cross, I don't know how many times, but she just stayed sitting up. That's crazy.
Asuka hasn't had
Nikki
the same
Cross
look
is badass.
She is. I mean, it's just weird seeing her with Bliss because she's kind of all like being all
gothic and
but like sweet at the same time. It's so
Nikki
odd.
Cross remains in the ring, but Alexa
She
is
likes
the
having
leading
a friend.
competitor. Look at how smart
She hits her with that, it's over.
Asuka planted by Alexa Bliss.
One.
Cover to retain.
Oh,
The
Sane's
tag
gonna
team
save
gold
it.
in
That
the
was
back.
it. That's her move, that's it.
Yeah.
Things up.
Kairi Sane saved her. Bliss is not happy. Are you
No.
kidding me?
Kyrie trying to-
Now
Oh!
she's throwing a fit.
She
She
just had her
literally
fit.
threw a
This is
tantrum
upset.
on the pack.
Rightfully so, I guess.
Corey Sane is like,
Retain the titles. Of course, Sane got involved.
get down on the
Will
ground.
that work? Can I throw fits like that? No, you stay in there, buddy.
And now Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss on the double team. Asuka looking
You
to
can't
fight
do
back.
your fits.
I got 3 German Shepherds.
Gets the German Shepherds excited.
I did my fit and they wanted to jump in here. We got them caged
Warriors
out.
making a move here. Here comes Kyrie.
Tag made and
Kyrie.
Kyrie
now,
Sane.
part of the matchup.
Kyrie
She's
Sane.
legal.
Kyrie.
Here we go.
Oh, wow. Wow. She's very strong for a little girl.
She's tiny. But she just picked up Bliss and slammed her.
No, that's Cross.
Tag team
Cross,
champions.
sorry.
Kyrie trying to gain her balance.
Oh, but
and
Cross, she
a move
left.
by Nikki.
Kyrie got up on the top rope.
And
She ain't
Sane
done.
launched herself.
Oh, she launched
Cross
herself
body.
across outside.
She hit her with a crossbody.
Ouch. Oh.
Nikki Cross.
Trying to get Nikki back into the ring.
Talked her
High
back
risk,
in. Here it is.
high reward.
She's like,
High
I'm going to do it
risk.
this time.
Thinking about
Kyrie Sane's up top.
the insane elbow.
Insane elbow.
Insane elbow, huh?
Here it is.
Here it is.
She just
Is
did
it?
her salute.
Woo!
She hit her with it.
Hit her with it. Let's see.
Champions.
Here it is.
Crowned new
1,
tag team champions.
2.
Here's the
Bliss just drop kicked her right in the back. Right in the kidneys.
Right? Oh. It
She's
hurt.
like, I'm gonna be peeing blood for a minute. Bliss is like, I'm going outside.
Asuka
Oscar's after her. Looks like, no, no.
Asuka just kicked the ring post, and then Alexa drove her head right into it.
Yeah.
And Bliss screaming across. Get
Bliss
over here,
wants in
make
the ring
tag.
right now. She's gonna drag her to the
Alexa's
corner.
giving the assist.
You never see this.
This is great teamwork.
Great teamwork.
Alexa's pulling her into the
Literally
corner.
pulling her dead weight over so she can
Back fist. Drop the goddess.
It's
tag
over.
herself in. Oh.
It's
She took
over.
her chance.
Now
Oh.
the tag's
Now
made.
she tagged
Now
her.
Bliss is legal.
Bliss is going up top. Twisted Bliss on its
Cross got-
way.
Got
Kyrie Sane's
Kyrie
down in the
Sane.
middle of the ring.
Got her all ready.
Twisted
And
Bliss.
Twisted Bliss.
1, 2, 3. It's over.
Oh, so Bliss and Cross kept the tag team championship women's.
WWE.
Anticlimactic match.
Yes.
Nikki Cross and Alexa.
Yeah. I thought for sure they were going to give it to them. They must be planning something like a longer term.
Something going on. Maybe wait until Paige comes back. Something. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Look at her. Bliss.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, she's sad. She's so
Be
quiet.
hard.
She's not very nice to Kyrie Sane.
She's never very nice to anybody.
Because she's a goddess.
Is that why?
And she's super intelligent.
Ah,
A genius.
sure.
AJ Styles, you want to lead by example.
It's this guy again.
So you challenge me
Seth
to a match
freaking
to
Rollins.
find out who the champ around here is?
3 minutes.
Well, I got
before
news
the
for you.
now.
I am the champion. You only wish you could be, because your boys are right. I did something you could never do. I beat Brock Lesnar. Twice. But more importantly than that, AJ, I
don't
already
know
beat
if
you
I
that
would
you already
really, like-
forget about Money in the Bank. Forget already.
Be proud of the first time, but you
I
know.
kinda hope you did.
Whatever, dude.
Because that'll give me one more reason to go out there and stomp your head into the mat tonight to remind you who the champ around here is.
Yes, Luke, boo that the Kabuki Warriors lost. Yes, boo.
Yeah, I thought for sure they'd give it to her.
I know.
I really did. I thought they were going to lose or win last night and then
Right.
lose it tonight.
Yeah. I kind of expected it too. I don't know why, but I mean that's what they usually do. I mean, usually the championship kind of changes over. You know, the next night after a pay-per-view, sometimes in Raw. Not always, but
We're getting closer and closer to our main event.
yes, I think it's next.
It's got to be that, right? Like this.
I'm guessing
They're going to
that
show
it's
some
next.
stuff for the Stone Cold Austin show tonight.
That's on after
Preceding
Raw.
tonight,
Yes.
Stone Cold Steve Austin runs over cars in a tank. He has a Jeep that's turned into a motorboat. So what he does is he takes the superstars to his ranch and has
Is that
them
what it
tell him
is?
stories.
Ah.
And then they get to play in all of his stuff. So he doesn't talk a lot. They tell him stories, like fun stories, like the ride-along stories, and then they just have fun. 100% high throttle fun.
Nice.
Running over cars in a tank. Jet skiing in a Jeep.
Nice.
Like, literally, like, that's just 2 examples. There's a lot more than that. I kind of want to watch it.
Yeah, that might be interesting.
We always say that, and then we never end up watching that stuff. Like have you guys seen his Skull Challenge? Stone Cold Skull Challenge?
Yeah, has anybody watched
Have
some
you guys
of those?
watched that? That stuff's pretty exciting.
Yeah, because we watched a few of them. They're pretty interesting.
Yeah,
some
and
of
then
the
he
stuff
has his
they did.
champion come back and do the big, whatever he calls it at the end, that big challenge where they
Mhm.
have to run up the hill
Mhm.
and do all that stuff.
Yes, it's like gauntlet basically.
Yeah, it's called something. I think that's how he trains. Well, how he trained back in the day to be in shape in his ranch.
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited for this main event. I want to see what they're planning on doing with AJ. Is Seth going to win it fair and square? Is the OC going to interfere? I mean, AJ. I don't see AJ winning it. Well, maybe if it's not for the belt, AJ could win it.
Right.
If it's for the belt, they're not giving the belt to AJ tonight. Like,
No way.
And they're not giving Seth AJ's belt. It's not a title for title match.
No, I think this
So,
is just a pissing match right
They're
now.
probably going to come up and just beat the shit out of Seth,
Yeah.
right? And then who's going to come and help him?
Right. Yeah, I mean that's what it is, right? Because he's the Beast Slayer, and the Beast beat him up for a while, and then he came back from that. So somebody else has to step in and beat the poo out of him so that he can cry about it some more. And
And is Brock going to go to SmackDown? That's the real question.
is
right?
it?
Like,
I
is
think
he going
somebody
to?
in the chat answered that at some point.
Is he going to disappear and then show up that first night, the 4th, and take it from Kofi and start headlining SmackDown? Is that what's going to happen? That's my guess. Are they going to just leave him on Raw as a part-time? No, like if he doesn't have the belt, he's not worth anything.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Like
yeah.
he has to have a belt.
Yes.
Because nobody's gonna. I mean, what's the point of having him if he doesn't have the belt?
Yeah. What is the
He's
point?
their main event,
He is their main event.
right?
Totally.
Or you disagree?
No. I just, after all the, big stuff of him going back to the UFC and then not, and then retiring from that, basically becoming part of WWE, and how much Vince did to get him to stay there, I just don't see them just sweeping him under the rug or putting him in a corner.
Right.
It's just not going to happen. And whether or not he's going to be seen every single time or not, I don't know about that, but...
He makes $500,000 a show.
Right.
So if he shows up, it's $500,000.
Right.
So they're not going to pay him $500,000 a night.
Right. I mean, no. I mean, there has to be stipulations in his contract, of course, that we aren't privy to, which I don't want to be privy to. But.
I want to know.
King of the Ring.
King of the Ring. Next Monday, it's coming back. So there's going to be a king again.
Are forged in combat.
Who's going to be the next King of the Ring?
So the Ring about King of the Ring, we have the 24/7 belt. I mean...
The King
really?
thing was great, though. Like I said, Harley Race was like the first one that I can remember.
That's so funny. They just showed like an old Brock Lesnar thing with Paul Heyman by him.
Yeah, he's
But
been
Paul Heyman was like so skinny and small.
I could show you pictures
Awesome.
of him when he had long black hair.
Yeah.
Paulie Dangerously.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman. He was a good looking man back in the day.
Right?
He kind of looked like Jim Belushi.
Huh.
Is it Jim? The one that was in King
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Triple H, King of the Ring. Kurt Angle. It's damn true. Edge.
Right.
I remember Edge being King of the Ring. King Booker. I remember King Booker. Brock.
It looks almost the same.
Yeah.
Tradition begins again.
The tradition begins again.
They're bringing back King of the Ring. I wonder if that's a Paul Heyman idea.
So that's next Monday
Yeah.
on Raw?
Yeah.
So any predictions? Anybody?
Who's going to be the next
Anybody?
King of the Ring?
The most
Who's gonna do
prestigious
it?
tournament in
Who's gonna
sports
be it?
entertainment history returns next week.
Next week.
Monday.
Here it
King
is.
of the Ring.
Seth Rollins
Here's our main event for the night on
versus
Monday Night
AJ
Live Raw.
AJ Styles, the Beast Slayer,
We got Seth Rollins coming out.
2-time champion.
Ooh. Woo! Burn it down, Beast Slayer.
Who's gonna win this, guys?
It's not for any belt. It's about respect. This is all about respect, from what I'm
Look,
understanding.
it's a pixelated floor.
That person in the audience was trying to say that he's going to be king of the ring.
Seth?
Yeah. Can't do that. He's already a champion. Champion.
Next Monday, St. Paul, Minnesota.
Ooh, wow. We're going to be in St. Paul, Minnesota.
I cannot wait for that
That's where Brock
tournament to
Lesnar's
start next
from.
week.
I'm pretty sure.
Renee can't wait for it to start next
Here
week.
it comes. Y'all want none?
Come out with his cronies.
I love that. Like that scarecrow.
Right? Do you think those people even watch it? They're like, here's my phone.
Monday Night Raw. Here we go. Main event.
Anderson and Gallows, AJ Styles going head to head with the Universal Champion. 24 hours after Seth won the prestigious championship. And tonight, Monday Night Raw is presented by Mountain Dew.
Yeah, with King of the Ring next week. Pretty exciting.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on.
I don't know if that's like going to be crowned next week or if it's just starting a tournament or what. That'd be cool if it's a whole tournament because that means they'll have those mid-card matches that I saw right now.
Right. Yeah.
Fill it up with matches. Let Paul Heyman run this shit. Let him do it. He knows how to run a company.
Yes.
He started ECW.
Yes. I think you told
That was his company.
Yeah.
He sold it to them. And they came with it.
Located ringside, the Raw Tag Team Champions, Anderson
Oh, like
Gallows of the club.
he's got his
He's still bandaged
he's got his little bandages on. We know how well those worked out last night for him.
Because he's Seth freaking Rollins.
Hell last night with Brock Lesnar. The Beast destroyed him at every turn, and now Seth 24 hours later in a match against one of the best in the world, and AJ Styles went for the obvious maneuver to attack the ribs. Seth Rollins.
Here we go. This is exciting.
Yes.
Great rematch between the most highly
Shoulder to the
competitors of
They
our
wrestled not
Fantastic.
too long
Corner.
ago, and I'm pretty sure Seth
Both
beat
of these
him.
men so evenly
Yeah.
matched physically, both capable of all aspects
he's
of the
got him all
game.
tied up in the
From
ropes,
striking to
kicking him
grappling.
in the stomach
AJ's
and
hanging
the ribs
upside down, stuck in the top rope.
with his weird gloves that make him look like he has lobster claws.
Do this. I'm surprised that AJ Styles still feels like he needs he has to prove something.
Seth's got the
AJ
early
Styles
lead.
feels in a way like he's been born again since he reunited.
Anderson and
with
Gallo
PLC.
are outside
AJ's
the
been
ring.
Yes.
more aggressive.
His
than
cronies
before.
did
AJ
come
felt
down
like
with
maybe
him,
a while
so-
ago,
It's gonna be a
his career,
disqualification,
lost a bit
right?
of a
Like-
stone.
I don't know.
AJ's
I
anxious
mean,
to prove
maybe.
not only to
They're
himself,
not just
but
going to
the
have
entire
AJ lose on
universe
Monday Night Raw.
Oh no.
that he is the same guy that he thought he was. You saw AJ go right for the bad ribs with a shot
There it is.
kidney of
Curb stomp.
Seth Rollins moments ago. And now
He
the other
wasn't
scene,
there.
getting AJ Styles out of harm's way. Suicide dive. Gallows taken out
He was
by
hitting
Rollins.
ribs.
Seth took out Gallows.
Anderson.
Now he goes after
Ooh, AJ from behind.
AJ's going to get the upper hand now with all the
Stuff going on.
all the confusion.
Ooh.
Oh, and on his chin.
Oh my gosh.
All right, now we got a commercial.
That looked like it hurt. Holy crap. They're all outside of the ring at this
Shrimp
point.
Kobe taco. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, the King of the Ring thing I'm kind of interested in. I hope they do a lot of the mid-card stuff. I don't know how many matches they'll have. I don't know what kind of tournament it's going to be.
Mm.
Or if it's just going to be one match.
Mm.
I mean, hypothetically, they could just say, you and you wrestle for whoever wins King. Or
Right.
they could do a full tournament.
That's true. They could.
So, thanks for joining us on Monday Night Raw. Right now we're watching AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins.
Yes.
And AJ's got the club with him. The original club, I think they call it, the OC. But right now we're at a commercial break, so we're trying to fill the time. So we're talking about King of the Ring.
Yeah. King of
You
the
like,
Ring.
subscribe, click the bell icon, and all that stuff. And then you'll get notifications. But we will be here tomorrow at 6 Eastern. We'll be here next Monday and next Tuesday. Going forward, every Monday and Tuesday.
Yes.
And the pay-per-views. Planning on doing AEW, sorry.
Yeah.
AEW on the 31st. It's called All Out. Should be a pretty good one. And then we've got another month, and then on the 2nd, we will start doing Wednesday shows of AEW, and then Friday shows of SmackDown on Fox.
Yes.
And that one's going to be exciting. It's going to have a bunch of legends. It's going to be like the Raw reunion, but it's the 20-year reunion for SmackDown, and it is going to be on Fox. It's supposed to be a big show.
Right.
I'm excited for that Friday. But I'm even more, well, not more excited, I'm evenly excited for that week, because Wednesday, I have a feeling, is going to outrank, or outview, I guess you would say, Monday Night Raw. I have a feeling that
It probably will.
AEW's inaugural opening day is going to draw more people than Raw. I'm not saying they're going to do it week after week.
Right.
But week
initial-
number one, everybody's going to watch. I bet you know, what do they say, dollars to donuts or something?
Yeah.
That Vince McMahon's going to watch it.
Probably. He's going to have to. It's his
Right?
rivals. I mean, come on now. You
Like,
gotta watch the people you're trying to one up,
the
right?
whole wrestling world. The whole wrestling world is going to be watching AEW
Right.
on TNT on Wednesday night, October 2nd.
Right.
And then how many people are they going to, maintain week after week after week after week?
I don't know.
That's
That's
where it's
future
gonna
telling. We
be.
don't know.
I
Don't
future
know.
tell all the time. This kid. But I honestly think that they could have even done it on a Monday night and had the Monday Night Wars back, and they would outdraw Raw on a Monday.
Right. That's a good
I honestly
yeah,
believe
they
they
might
could have. But why do it right
Yeah,
now?
it's
Why
not
why
worth
not
it.
just do it on your Wednesday? And if it does become big, TNT's going to move them there anyways, because
Yes.
they play basketball on Wednesdays. Basketball season's coming around that time. Are they going to preempt it and move it to TBS?
Ooh, I don't know.
Because that's what they would do, because the NBA is big.
Yes. So in the chat a little bit, Little Felchini asked if Bray showed up tonight, but Luke answered him with a no.
No Bray yet.
I don't know if Little Felchini maybe didn't watch the whole thing with the Fiend and the pay-per-view yesterday.
Did you watch yesterday?
If you watch some of the pay-per-view, or even maybe even see some of the highlights online,
It was awesome.
the Fiend's out. There's no way they're going to be doing that every night.
Well, they're not going to bring him out to the ring, but they can do the fun play.
Yeah,
stuff.
they could.
And
They haven't done anything with it tonight.
Obviously, they're not.
No.
Because this is the main event. They're not going to. Well,
They might after the fact. Oh, wow.
he's going to
Oh.
pile drive them on the apron.
He was going to.
Oh, no, it's going to be the
That's-
Styles clash.
Yes.
I thought it was a pile driver.
Being a fighting champion
But
with a big heart
Seth
doesn't
kicked him in the
necessarily
head a
lend
couple
itself to being
times
a
and
long-term
then
champion.
kicked him off of
When you're constantly out here fighting,
off of the apron
constantly
there.
willing to put your title on the line, it does not
Luke
make
mentioned
for
that
lengthy
King of the Ring is
title
usually 16 top stars starting with 8 matches.
There you go. He knows more than I do.
There's some information we did not know, so that's good to know.
That's what I'm talking about. That's where you're going to get those mid-card matches that you just don't get to see. I'm excited about that. And then I'm going to be furious because guys I want to see get pushed are going to lose. But that's all right. I can bitch about it next week.
Right?
That remains to be seen, but what Rollins
My guess
doesn't
is
have
it's going to
for
be
certain
Jinder
is
Mahal.
Gallows and Anderson outside.
He's gonna come back?
More than an X
He's
factor,
here.
a double X factor for
throwing
AJ
in the
Styles at
riffraff.
all times,
Right.
having the OC members by his side. What a
But I got to pick
blitz.
somebody, so I'm going out on a limb and saying
And there's a
Jinder.
strike play by Rollins.
Because that's what they're built like, Luke.
Cavalier attitude that
Right?
sometimes cost him. To your point with the Anderson and Gallows relationship.
He's like, oh my
with
God, you're a
Styles.
Vince
Now we know
McMahon.
that Seth
That's what wrestlers should
Braun cannot stay on his side.
Able to deliver the Falcon Arrow there to
The Falcon Arrow.
Styles, and a kick out by Styles in 2.
Out by
Tremendous amount of strength there. Bad ribs and all, Corey, to get him up.
right.
These two could blow the roof off of any place.
So it looks like Anderson and Gallows on the outside haven't really been interfering. I mean,
They're a distraction.
they're a distraction, but they haven't like literally
There's been no
interfered.
touching. No touching.
No touchy.
Just really close. No contact. Just close.
Between two
Right.
of the best in the world, Rollins and Styles.
Just
both
distractions.
champions.
There's a lot of similarities, even in mentality, between these two. Both of
It's
these
funny
guys have that
because
bulldog
here it is, main
mentality.
event, right?
Yep.
We're watching it.
Refuse to
Right.
Two of the
listen
best
to
in the
anybody
world.
but
The
themselves.
crowd's like, let's see what
Live
happens. Let's see
life
what
their
happens.
own
Yes.
way.
Last night, Brock,
Everyone else be
they
damned.
were loud.
Rollins
The
walking the
whole
ropes.
time.
Are
That's
you
what I'm
kidding
talking
me?
about, Brock.
Like
Whether you like him or you
liking
don't,
him, yeah.
you're loud.
Rollins and all
Yes.
the injuries
Yes.
that
This,
he's
they're like,
suffering
let's see what
from.
happens.
Is this
Seth
gonna
was looking for the
happen?
reverse
He's
superplex.
broken and he does stuff. Ooh,
It's a
touch
phenomenal
the face.
elbow.
AJ might want the phenomenal forearm.
Forearm,
Look
whatever.
at him at the top.
Ooh, missed him.
He missed
AJ
it.
rolls through.
Ooh,
Super kick.
super kick.
Oh, Rollins fell out of the ring.
He's
going up top.
He's going up top. He's going to take advantage of this situation. Ooh,
we got a
distracting the ref.
distraction.
Ref's being distracted. Gallows.
Down.
Gallows went
Gallows.
to jump.
Went to pat him on the butt to say good luck, and
And the
he
OC
fell.
again.
Yeah. He was.
He shoved him.
No, he didn't.
I'm trying to be funny.
Three-headed monster.
You're
He was to
right.
give him a little
the first
pat on the
time.
bottom, and he fell.
Good game. Good game.
Oh, then he's got kicked out.
Oh, the ref kicked him out. Oh.
Anderson and Gallo are now eliminated.
Anderson and Gallows
They gotta go
sent
back.
to the locker room.
Ooh,
Seth just
oh,
rolled up
Seth took
AJ.
advantage.
The distraction and a
Ooh,
kick
but he
out
got
by
out of it.
Styles.
Oh, what was
That was
that?
the Pele kick, but he didn't hit it. Soccer kick. See, Pele, soccer player.
Rollins, man, Styles.
Oh, they're back
He
in the
said,
ring.
screw it.
And the ref just
Disqualification.
Done.
They just jacked Seth.
Attacking Rollins.
They're just attacking
Anderson
Rollins.
and Gallo are just beating Seth. Seth's coming back now.
I'm not sure AJ's happy about that though, because he seems like, yeah, I'm not sure I
He
wanted
hasn't got
this.
up yet. He's fine.
Yeah.
Dangerous situation for Rollins. It is a 3-on-1. We've seen what the OC is.
Rollins is getting beat.
So like we mentioned before, we figured this would probably happen. So this isn't like surprising. Oh,
Here comes Ricochet.
Ricochet's here to save them. Oh, how sweet.
He went right between
Gallows'
Gallows' legs.
Settle some old scores with the OC.
Selling some old scores with the OC right now.
When it comes to the OC.
Ricochet's a fun one.
Example of what Ricochet.
Flying around like Spider-Man.
Gallows has Ricochet.
Uh-oh, Gallows has him. Oh.
Done.
Oh.
Ricochet's done.
Oh, he just, that was, oh, wow.
More than that to stop the OC. It's full
More than
force.
that to stop the OC, right?
Ricochet just got his ass tossed out of the ring.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins is
Now they're going
AJ's
back after
like,
Seth.
You guys stay back.
Seth, 3-on-1 on Seth again.
He was trying to fight back though. He was punching him in his stomach and in his ribs.
Well, I guess it does. It looks like the V.
I know. That's what I
It
said.
looks like he's got 3 fingers.
He looks like he has lobster claws. But he has black
Did he
fingers.
get a powerbomb him off? Oh, Styles flat.
Oh.
Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman
Here's
is
Braun
showing his
Strowman.
face.
He's coming down to beat up the
He's
OC.
not running though. Oh, no,
There he
he's
goes.
running a little bit.
See how he's sloppy?
Yeah. Ooh. Oh.
OC's getting beat up.
Braun is taking advantage.
AJ is
Ooh,
kicking
AJ's
him.
kicking him in the knee. Ooh. Ooh. Got him. Oh.
Big slam.
Brutal. Roar. Nice. Get that crowd going. Good job, Braun.
That'll be next week. 6-man tag team.
With a statement indeed.
Ricochet, Braun Strowman, Seth Rollins.
Oh, he's going to do it again.
Well, there is your other baby face. So if Bray's gonna attack another baby face, there he is.
Right? Roar! She's like, I cleaned house! Roar!
Yeah, Braun just cleaned up.
Yep.
Looks like that's
I
the
think
end
this
of
is
that.
going to be the end. I don't think they're gonna do anything else.
A couple of minutes left. And let's see. Let Bray come out, turn the lights off, and Sister Abigail. That would be a weird.
Right?
He was in the white thing.
Right, he was. So Seth isn't quite sure what to think about what's going on here.
Look how big he is.
He is big.
He's in good shape.
Yes.
Like
yes.
he's even got abs.
Yes.
He just doesn't, because he's so big, you wouldn't think of him that way.
Right. Right. Exactly.
But his traps and his upper back are.
I'm not sure Seth knows what to think about this.
He's giving him his belt.
Yes. Braun
just
is
handed him his
giving
belt.
him his belt back. But Seth's kind of like, I'm not sure if this is real. And he's like, here you go. Take it.
And he
Put it in his hand.
Olive
Are they gonna
branch
shake
extended.
it? Olive and good deal. Okay, so far everything's cool.
Oh, it's good.
It's good. It's good. Yep, so we know which side Braun's on now.
Braun's not a bad guy.
I know.
They can't have another deal.
No.
Ricochet, Seth Rollins,
And Braun Strowman.
all in the ring together.
Yes.
6-man tag team. I'm calling it next week.
Yeah. So, woo!
That is
Okay,
it.
that's the end of the show tonight for Monday Night Raw Live.
Thank you for watching Wrestling
Yes,
Jam.
thank you for watching,
You guys can
everybody.
stick around in the chat. I'm going to be in there for a little bit, but it'll say has ended. But I can still chat with you guys a little bit.
Awesome.
I appreciate it, and thank you.
Yeah, thanks for
watching.
stopping by, guys.
Awesome.
All right. And if you're sticking around, tomorrow we'll be here for SmackDown.
SmackDown tomorrow. Be here. 6 o'clock Eastern.
Yes.